Wow, I'm sure today is gonna be a relaxed, totally normal day in VTuber. Never mind, it's not. I lied. Fuck! We were so close, Tap. We were so close, man. The banana's already here. I'm waking up, bro, and everything's already melting down. You can't win out here, chat. You can't win out here. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to another VTuber review. It's great to see all of you guys. How's it going, everybody? Bro, honestly, I have not had a banana. I can't even remember. I only eat bananas, like, if I can actually, like, put stuff on it. I don't like just, like, a raw banana. I mean, I don't like a lot of things raw, but I definitely don't like a raw banana. Peace is too expensive, yeah, right? Peace sells, but who's buying? That's a Megadeth reference. You're welcome. Hello, everybody. Good morning. What's up? Wow. Got a lot to talk about today. Pretty wild stuff, especially going on in relation to Ironmouse and a game called Neverness to Everness. My God, Chad, there's quite a lot to discuss about this Neverness to Everness game because, my gracious, what's going on with Saba? At least a good update, Lazy. Doesn't seem like she's going to be making, like, any big comeback, but she is at least talking about being a bit more active, so that is a good thing. So I'll talk about it with you. We are going to get that. Wow, Kinga, I forgot your last to stream. Congratulations. Yes. Who's going to be last to stream? The last person to redeem last to stream? Well, you're the last to stream. Congratulations. I guess. I mean, is that even good? So many cases of art and animations and into that seem AI generated. Yeah. Also, like, kind of a soft confirmation from one of the VAs as well, saying that they found this out that it was AI generated. A lot of things to cover in that. A lot of things to cover. Very interested to talk about kind of AI generation overall right now. I think a lot of people, AI generation has been a hot topic, especially in the VTuber realm, especially in the artist realm. A lot of people are kind of like pro AI, generative AI, or at least kind of making some interesting arguments. So I do want to talk about that, kind of address it, and we'll discuss it all. But we do get to talk about that. We also, of course, got to talk about a follow-up to the Mimi situation. If you guys still remember, there was a VTuber who allegedly was arrested for their possession of lolly art. Well, chat, we went over that. I think we broke it down. We showed there was a lot of holes in there. Well, guys, it turns out we did get a follow-up, and, my intuition was right. This was not all that it seemed, chat. So we are going to take a look at that. A lot of people kind of rewinding and back-rolling their initial stances on that. So it's been pretty interesting conversation overall. I think with this particular topic, it's a reminder, guys, if you read something on the internet, don't immediately fucking believe it. Not everything you read out there is true, right? If it's got holes in it and it doesn't seem real, you might want to question it a little bit, right? You might want to just fucking question it. So I'm surprised so many people ran with the story like it was the truth. It's like, if you looked into it a little bit, you would see that, nah, that's kind of questionable, bro. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about, of course, the Neverness to Everness stuff. We're also going to be talking about a little bit of VTuber Blacklist. A couple new ones came out. Lots of indie updates. Some things going on with First Stage Production. Some other big suspensions going on with Viespo. So we're going to talk about that. But otherwise, kind of a lighter day on News Chat. We might only go about 2 hours or so, but we'll see what happens. People lie on the internet. Who could have guessed? Oh my God. People lie on the internet. Wild. I kind of figured the game was AI gen stuff. It's our first song. I mean, like, I'll be honest, I don't really keep up with games like this, but what I do want to point out is Neverness to Everness has spent a ton of money on marketing, also partnering with VTubers, artists to create music, all kinds of, big promotional stuff, right? And it's kind of sad that there's generative AI in the game because they could have spent that money on actually hiring real artists, right? And even if they use something as a placeholder, well, you didn't take it out of the final build, and that's problematic, right? So, Ernestine, does that mean you're going to be continuing your Bare Fist run? No, Carol, I'm going to wait for next Tuesday to finish that one. So, I have quite a lot to do off stream because I got to get ready for Saturday with our tea time. That's going to be a really, really big one. But, chat, tonight we are going to have community night as we always do, but I'm going to be mixing it up a little bit. We're actually going to be doing
I got NT ads using Cyoclips at least 3 times on YouTube.
Exactly. Speaking of Sai, we're also going to talk about his Shigo whole debate with Amelie. Apparently, he actually, like, finally settled this, so we're going to look at that. It was really, really funny. Yeah, Saturday, of course, we have tea time. That's a really, really, really big one. And also on Friday, guys, I'm doing this special collaboration with Chunky. Chunky and I are actually going to be doing a content review. So, if you were looking for, talking about content, how to improve your own content, things like that, we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun. And of course, we're going to be hanging out and talking death battles with Makari tomorrow. It's going to be great. So a lot of collabs this week. I'm very, very excited. The Shigo thing, yeah, like, I've never heard of this argument, but apparently Amelie, like, thought it was one thing when it wasn't. Got cut off right when you were talking about community night. Wait, I got cut off. What do you mean I got cut off? Did I drop frames? Oh, you mean with the redeem. Sorry. Yes, community night, sorry. Let me not die. Community night tonight, guys. We're actually going to be doing Super Smash Bros. I know. And there I go, guys. I'm out. That one lady whose legs are forever cold, never felt warmth ever. Yes, that one. But yes, we're going to be playing Super Smash Bros. Tonight for community night. I think we're going to be starting at 7 instead of 6, so I think I have a call. So she thought it was Shiego, like Diego. Oh. Yeah, but they don't even pronounce it that way. Like, Shiego, bro, that's an Amelie moment, honestly. I love her to death, but what the fuck, dude? Well, at least she proved it for what it was. Very surprising to me, though, actually. I didn't know that Shigo's voice actress, who she was, and I finally saw her, and I'm like, wait a second, I recognize her from a couple of TV shows. So that was kind of cool. Never in my life, I don't think I would ever say this, but I do have Sai voices more. Hot men, monsters, and furries out of space. Dude, I love Sai, though. He's great. He's awesome. What's up, everybody? How was your day so far? How was your night last night? Nelson pronounces Indiviz. On dev. Yeah, probably, exactly. The working of her brain is a mystery. Bro, she can't even operate a Windows 95 computer. Like, what do you expect? Poor lady. It was just so annoying. Mouse and others who sing for those characters. But yeah, that's his whole existence, right? Like, to annoy people. I saw the Ironmouse sponsor drop. Yeah, I gotta say, chat, one thing I love about Mousy is she fucking stands on business, dude. And especially if this is actually, like, AI-generated stuff. Good for her, dude. Good for her standing on business. I mean, look, here's the thing. Some people in Discord were talking about this right before I went live, so I'll make a mention of it, but a lot of people were just talking about, like, well, we're not sure if it's AI-generated, right? And it's like, well, we got some soft confirmation from one of the voice actresses, but also, guys, like, there's so many instances of it. It's kind of like, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, you can't be like, well, it might be a turkey. Guys, it's a duck, right? I really feel like with this one in particular, it's very strongly, it's AI, right? Yeah, the instances are absurd. Again, we have some soft confirmations. And I think the other thing, too, is just trust, right? If you say we've never used AI in this at all, and they use it as a placeholder, well, you kind of technically actually used it, right? So why would you lie about that? Why would you misrepresent it? And I think it's a trust thing, right? You're going to misrepresent what's going on out there, and you're going to misrepresent it to people that you're working with for sponsors. That's a problem. That's absolutely a problem. So either say, well, we did or we didn't, right? You either do or you don't. Like using, I don't know. It's like being pregnant, right, guys? You either use AI or you don't. You're either pregnant or you're not. Like there's no in between. So I feel like just misrepresenting that, not being truthful, is part of the problem. Ironmouse and the AI and NTE, putting a bunch of stories about in their side mission feel like main quests. Yeah, like this is another argument I'm gonna talk about as well. Guys, you can legitimately enjoy the game, right? You can like the game and be like, oh my god, I played it. I thought it was great. That's totally okay. That's fine, right? But you can also simultaneously go, I enjoy the game, but it uses AI and I don't like that. And that's an okay thing to do. People are like, oh my God, if you call it AI, well then you're not allowed to like the game. Like, guys, you can like the game, but also complain about what's going on, right? You can like Harry Potter, but complain about J.K. Rowling, right? Both things can be true. AI is very muddled. It can be a good tool, but not a replacement. Well, what we're going to talk about in particular is generative AI. Generative AI is, for me, that's the bad AI. That's the one you don't want, involved with stuff, because it's taken away from people, right? It's literally, stealing from artists. That is a big problem to me. Yeah, like a great example is J.K. Rowling, right? You can literally like what it is, but dislike how it's done. Also, gameplay VT as well. The character design just feel like another gacha game. Yeah, trying to Hoyoverse, exactly, just Hoyoverse, kind of bounce off that. Yeah, I agree with that. Is it all the monsters I had? I'm sorry. Please, I'll stop drinking monsters. Please, spare me. Never mind. I can't promise that I'm definitely going to drink them. I'm definitely going to drink the monsters. If I die from a heart explosion, chat, this one was worth it. I don't believe there's a solid difference between tool-assisted AI, right, and generative. Exactly. What's up, Chunky? Can we get a shout-out for Chunky, please? How are you, Chunky? What's up? I was talking about our thing that we're going to be doing on Friday. I'm very excited. I'm very, very pumped. I'm excited to look at your content. You look at mine as well. I always love feedback. And see what other people have to say about stuff. Monsters are worth it. Exactly. If I die, chat, just know it's worth it. I love my monsters. Yeah, I mean, it's very complicated with AI in general, but I think there's a lot of misinformation about AI. A lot of people don't really, publicly understand what AI really is. But also, at the same time, you need to understand that there are certain parts with generative AI in particular that are very harmful to people. AI-assisted tools and other things like that are actually good, right? AI has gone on to be a huge part of medicine or even agriculture, right? And those are good things. Those are helpful tools that help us better civilization and humanity as a whole, right? But generative AI is one of those things that's just like, it's a net negative, right? Pretty much all around. Well, it's a net positive for companies because they save money, but Gen AI or YouTube AI? I'm kind of leaning toward YouTube AI. YouTube AI is really bad. Yeah, AI is, but it's been the 60s widespread in medicine. Exactly. Look, AI is genuinely useful for a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff. I'm using AI to help summarize info, but yeah, when it comes to generating images, really shitty, massive waste of resources. Exactly. Yeah, also the AI used for YouTube right now is fucking horrible. Speaking of that, we're also gonna have to talk about Dragon Spit, guys. Really, really does suck about her whole situation, but she did give me an update, so we'll talk about that. The Terminator, yeah, Skynet was actually just generative AI the entire time. Fuck. Oh, the new model. Yo, thank you so much. This is my 3D model. I think I debuted it. God, it's been a little bit, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it a lot. I haven't been able to get in full body lately. I've kind of been hurting a lot, but hopefully I'll be able to get back in there soon. Other places AI is useful and helps a lot. Other places to just F off, exactly. If they don't move the AI, then I would drop the game. I willingly give them a chance to actually move it. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I understand putting a placeholder and things like that in place. I get that. Okay, cool. I'm not a fan of that, but, I do get it, right? I do understand that, but it is up to you as well to say, to be honest, right? If you use AI for placeholders, just fucking tell people. Why lie about it, right? There's no point in lying. Just tell people. Yes, we're using the placeholder, but it's not the final product. Okay, awesome. W, thank you for telling us. Thank you for being honest, but when you lie about stuff and then you leave it in the final cut, nah, bro, you lost our trust. Yes, absolutely, anti-rocket. Ironmouse always stands on business, so we love her for that. Personally, I really hate generative AI. If it's used for profit and place the humans right. And that's pretty much what we're seeing right here, Moonlight, because, like I mentioned, there are a ton of instances here where we've looked at this game, right? And they've done a lot of collaboration, a lot of sponsorships, and sadly, they could have used all that money towards paying artists or at least doing your due diligence to remove generative AI in your game. I don't know, it's very backwards to me. Yes, multiple VTubers did songs. We'll talk about this as well, Crow, but yeah, Bow, Amelie, Fruit, tons of people did covers of their main theme. Really stupid. Maybe not able to play it because of outdated graphics drivers is a blessing in disguise, might be. I mean, again, chat, you can enjoy the game and like it, and also be like, you know what, I don't like generative AI, because I see people arguing that. They're like, oh, well, you like the game, so why do you have a problem with it? Well, you can also buy it under one thing, thinking it doesn't have AI, enjoy it, and then realize it's AI, and be like, oh, whoa, I like the game, but that sucks. Using AI will screw over your chances of copyright striking others. I mean, that's kind of a good point as well. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's true, Jaden. That's true. Also, there's the fact that they explicitly said there's no AI. Right, exactly. That you lied to us, and that's the biggest problem here. Why would you lie about it? Clearly makes no sense to me. Why would you lie about it? Lara, even Resident Evil had AI in it. Every game got AI to some extent. What was in Resident Evil that was generative AI? Yeah, you can't copyright stuff that's AI generated. Yeah, what was in Resident Evil that was generative AI? I mean, again, like, look, I'm not going to talk about other games and their generative AI stuff. I feel like that kind of detracts from people like, well, this game has it, and you didn't complain about that. I'm like, well, I don't know about it, and I'll be honest, I don't really care. There's multiple types of AI, right? We're talking about generative AI. So, what within Resident Evil use generative AI? Yeah, we're not talking about like AI like tools or NPCs, right? We're specifically talking about generative AI. Yeah, so let's make sure we're all on the same page on that one. We will get into the subject pretty quick because it's a lot to cover, but yeah, Gen AI, not like Bee Boo Bop AI, I'm an NPC, or like, oh, I'm gonna use the AI to generate the best way to culture my crops or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's different, right? But yeah, we're talking about generative AI, the harmful one. Yeah, that's not, yeah, Bee Boo Bop on an NPC is not generative AI. I think we should have kept AI being a spreadsheet reader, not gonna lie. Speaking of AI, guys, I'll tell you a really funny one. I saw this randomly, and I forgot to save it, but did you guys see the new AI that McDonald's rolled out to help people order their food? I don't know if you saw this, but McDonald's rolled out like an AI on their app where you can order food with it, right? And you talk to the AI, and it like offers you stuff and this and that. Yeah, it basically is like helping you make your order, right? Well, somebody actually started asking it really like advanced questions, and it started answering them. It was actually really fucking funny. They're asking it like, I think it was like some coding questions, and it was answering. It was like, it's like, it would be like, oh yeah, so it's this code, blah, 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 blah. Also, would you like a 12-piece McNugget with that? Like,
oh, bro,
I wish I would have saved it. It was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah, they're taking out the fountains. I saw that too. That shit was funny. I should have saved it because I was just like, it was killing me. Like the grocery store AI that helps with orders ended up overcharging mass spending. Yep. Speaking of grocery stores, guys, oh my god, let me tell you what happened to me in AI. This was actually like really fucking annoying. Okay, so when you go to the grocery store, right, chat, and you're shopping, and you're picking up items, especially like fresh items, do you guys ever check the dates on it? Like, or like with milk, right? You check the date on when it goes bad. Does anybody else do this? You might reach in the back of a shelf and grab stuff in the back because it lasts longer. I feel like most people do this, right? When you go to the grocery store and shop, right? Right, you check the dates on everything. So, I've been ordering groceries for a couple weeks now. I like to order groceries just because, number one, I hate going to the grocery store. Number two, it's actually really cheap to get them delivered. So it gives me more time in my day to do stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that, right? I'm going to order groceries. So the past couple times, we keep getting items that were like really close to the expiration date, right? Like, I remember one time we got milk, and like literally the milk went bad in 2 days. And I'm like, I can't drink a gallon of fucking milk in 2 days. So I like milk only for cereal. So I was like, I reached out to my grocery store. I was like, hey, like, can I leave a note or something about this? Because I feel like this keeps happening to me. You know, the person just picking it out. And they're like, yeah, just put in your notes on your order. And I'm like, okay, awesome. So I started putting it on the notes on my order on the app for delivery, right? I'm like, hey, like, please make sure that you get stuff that has a long, you know, sell-by date. Just because, you know, I don't want to get stuff and immediately expires, right? So then I had groceries delivered, and I was like, oh, all right, awesome. So I got all my groceries, I put them up. And I didn't really pay attention to it. I just kind of like, you know, got my groceries, and that was kind of it, right, chat? I put them all up, and Aya comes home, and she's like, I literally, like, I'm in our room, and I hear her go, what the fuck? Like, she says it, like, really loud. I'm like, what's going on? And then we got milk.
You didn't drink your milk.
Why should I? I hate it.
You're going to be small and stunted forever if you keep using that stupid excuse! Shut up! I don't have to drink it if I don't wanna!
She's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what's wrong? And she started pulling out, like, item after item, guys. And literally, the person that got our stuff, like, it was like, I want to say it was about $40 worth of our $120 grocery order. Straight up was, like, about to expire. It was like, the milk was about to expire. The fruit was about to expire. The like, produce was about to expire. I'm like, this person literally went through, looked at our notes, said, fuck you, and grabbed everything they possibly could that was about to fucking expire. I'm like, what the actual fuck, dude? Everything. No, it was like the fruit, the produce. I was dying, guys. It was so bad I lost my hair. I was so mad. I was like, no, dude. No. I always double check when I have the crazy deals. Yeah, so I was so mad, dude. I was like, what the fuck? So we had to, like, shovel all the stuff down because it was about to expire. I was so mad. I was so mad. Yeah, so I think I might have to go to the grocery store now because, I can't be having that shit happen to me. Obviously, the solution for the milk is for you to produce. Shut the fuck up. What do you mean, dude? How do I do that? Guys, I got some bad news for you. This might come as a shock, but, I'm not lactating, guys. Yeah, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not lactating, guys. Inducing lactation is a real thing. That's true. Why the fuck would it, like, why would you drink your own titty juice? Like, I'm good. I'm good, guys. I'll pass. I always go at 6 a.m. because that's when the apartment goes in. It means I wouldn't get breakfast. Yeah, I think I might have to go, like, early in the morning, or something like that, because, yeah, it's so annoying, like, buying groceries. I feel like I'm a real adult now. I'm like, wow, I have problems, you know, buying groceries, guys. I thought you were talking about this shitty digital price. Would you drink Aya's milk, though? Okay, no, I'm not drinking Aya's titty milk either. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Hey, chat.
What the
Guess
hell?
what? Chicken butt.
Thank you for changing the subject. This is insane. These are the conversations that we have here in my stream. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing well. By the way, I know a bunch of people are taking finals right now. I'm wishing you all the best of luck. Hope everything's going well in your tests and your finals, and you're kicking ass. I've never had to take college finals, but I imagine it's probably horrible. Always basically, I know when they're early in the morning, yeah. See, that's my problem. It's like, there's all these, like, really horrible people. And I just, like, I don't know. I just don't like the grocery store. All the people there are, like, in the way, and they're mean, and just, like, Kirby, you know. You walk a mile of getting groceries. Dude, honestly, our grocery store isn't even far, but it's just the fact of, like, going there, right?
Nate, Niles asked me, Jack, do you prefer rum or Elara's milk?
What the fuck?
Ah, mate.
Oh, no,
While
absolutely,
the allure
Thorin,
of rum
but
has me heart
some of it
a-swaying like the
goes
tides,
bad pretty quick.
Elara's milk has a touch of mystery about it. Like the siren song on a foggy night.
Mystery!
Many a sailor has
What do you
pondered
mean,
such
mystery?
a choice while adrift at sea.
What do you mean, mystery?
But I found that mixing a bit of both can lead to adventures
What the fuck?
most legendary and tales worth telling over
You're
a
gonna
bonfire.
mix titty milk
remember,
in booze?
Moderation's key, lest you find yourself sailing upside down.
The mystery. Yes, the mystery, chat. Well, I guess you guys know now. Make sure that you mix together your fucking rum and milk. That sounds disgusting, actually. I don't like rum, though. Yeah, I'm not a rum girly. I'm gonna take that risk of sailing upside down. Yeah, it's like the third movie, right? Why is there lore for her melody? Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. A reminder really quick, guys. I did want to let you know we do have triple time for donos and throne gifts. And we also, of course, have double time for everything else through the rest of the week. Also, have a very big surprise for you on Saturday. Since you're on the front page of Twitch, a lot of really exciting things going on that day. So I did finally add some throne stuff. Only because Walk reminded me to.
Her own titty milk. A female friend of mine once at a home party. But Jesus, was she wasted? Which you can expect after two bottles
maybe, but
of Jack Daniels.
I'll pass. I'll pass. It's like, you know, that's like a liquid coming out of your body, and it feels weird to like do that. I mean, guys, would you drink your own
I've
food?
crafted the ultimate
You know,
line that Tal could never think of.
You know?
Ahem. Please, please, please,
Yeah.
please, 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 please,
I'm
please,
begging.
please, please,
What's up,
please,
Ghost? How are
please,
you?
please, 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 please.
Wow, such riz. I mean, I do like when you beg, so you know that's fine. Yeah, guys, are you gonna like taste your own coon? Like, of course not. It's like kind of like the same thing, guys. Like, you're not gonna do that, or are you? Don't answer that though. I have though. Mods, can you ban Moonlight, please? Yeah, ban him for unrelated reasons, please. Please, Alara, I need this. I'm restless. I'm just saying, guys. That's a little weird. Yo, Shadow Dragon, thank you so much. Bro, I put that on there as a joke. Don't actually buy that. Dude, do not actually buy that, Shadow Dragon. I was... Bruh. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. I just put that on there as like a joke, dude. You don't actually have to put something on that. Thank you so much. What's the storage in there? I think it's 64 gig. Yeah, I just put something ridiculous because you guys kept bothering me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. He wants to troll you, her harder. Dude, okay, hypothetically, let me find out something really quick before we start our news. Okay, so this computer is like 5,000. Okay, it's like $5,300, right? $5,300 times 3. That would be for a minute. For every dollar times 3, right? Okay, divided by 60. How many hours? That would add 265 hours to the subathon. 265 hours if you actually bought that. That would be nuts. Holy shit, dude. I might explode. That'd be crazy. 265 hours. Bro, triple time was actually a mistake. Yeah, that was such a mistake, dude. Holy shit. Thank you, Shadow Dragon. I appreciate you. He laughs like a car stopping. No, I laugh like the tea kettle is done. Yeah, that's what I laugh like. All right, guys, let's get into it. Everybody type. Well, you know what to type. I'm going to take a sip of my drink and we'll get started. I don't know, Walk. I remember reading it and I was like, oh my god, that's got like some really strong specs in it. Yeah, it had some really strong stuff going on. That's all I remember. No, you don't type booba, chat. That's not where you're supposed to type. All right, let me recalibrate here really quick. I like the black. Ew, black licorice? Ah, that's grody. Nah, I hate black licorice, dude. Black licorice to me is like the most disgusting candy. Bro, I don't know how y'all eat that stuff. Black licorice is actually gross as fuck. Y'all are built different if you're actually like eating black licorice. I can't stand that shit. Yeah, yucky. So chat, just a reminder, make sure you type !plush because my plushie will only be around until Monday, guys. Pre-orders in on Monday. For everyone that is sold, as long as you post your receipt in the Discord, you can add 50 minutes to the timer. So, again, guys, make sure you scoop it up. Pre-orders are only open until Monday. I know it's so cute. It's so cute. I'm very, very pumped for this one. Again, I already talked about the Subathon update, so I'll mention that as well. But we are going to be diving into bans and suspensions, YouTube issues, debuts, graduations, all that stuff. We do have a little bit of corporate news to talk about, and then we'll dive into, of course, our big stories. So, yes, finally, I'm a marketable plushie, chat. So first up, go take a look here. Oh my god. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the gifts, dude. Oh my god. I've been wanting these little figures. They're so cute. I got the Firekeeper one. But I want to see if I can get Artorias. I mean, they're all cute, right? So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Who bought this? Anonymous. Thank you so much. Yay, yippee. These are so cute. I really, yeah, so I actually have Firekeeper. And I have Ornstein, so I want to get the other ones if I can. That'd be super awesome. I mean, all of them are great, so Solaire would be the best one. Yeah, that's what I thought, Walk. That's what I thought. Thank you so much, Anonymous. I appreciate you. You get one. Grab dancing on screen. The first up, chat, I do want to let you know something going on here with Hazumi from Here's going on to see my Twitch got botted. But it didn't show that I was getting a ton of new followers on stream, only in the back end when the number was growing exponentially. But it's kind of weird. Yo, what's up, Kirby? How are you? Only thing going on in my head was, why would you pay actual money to bot somebody that looks like this? Are you stupid? But I've never heard of this where you get followers on the back end. That's definitely new to me when it comes to bots. So I'll definitely keep an eye on this because I feel like when I see stuff like this, it's normally something kind of new. Or something that's developing. So I'll keep an eye on this one, chat. But yeah, I've never seen this before. Very, very weird. In other news, we do got to talk about several people that were hacked through this new Discord hack we talked about. You know, with the picture, the Mr. Beast crypto stuff, and also the Minecraft mod pack. So guys, please do not click on any links that you don't know. Don't download any files that you don't know. But of course, Killer Saw goes on to say, so I want to let you know I've been hacked. I message you on anything, please ignore it. So that, of course, is another victim. We did also have, let's see if Celeste left this stuff up. Yeah, so Celeste actually having a problem here. Going on to see, hey, I made a mistake in the rush to get an announcement out that my Discord emails and other accounts were hacked. It was the leader of the VTRC, as you guys know, a VTuber Research Club. He did get hacked, which we talked about this last week. Yo, thank you so much. Stop buying these. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I gotta take a picture of my whole collection now. Thank you so much. Who was this? Yeah, who was it this time? Let me see. Stop being anonymous so I can properly thank you. Stop being anonymous so I can properly thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. So, of course, here, you know, they did get hacked by that person. They got a hold of me for my Minecraft mod to support someone else and was tricked. I downloaded the mod and got all my info leaked, lost tons of money, and I'm stressed out completely. I'm currently reaching out to Discord for help to get my password back. If any support on that front would be great. Please bear with me as I go through the next few days. So, guys, this is very, very serious. Again, this is somebody that legitimately lost money, you know, doxed. Horrible, horrible situation, chat. So please protect your personal information. Be careful. Do not click on any links that you don't know. Don't download anything, even if it's from somebody you trust. Verify. You know, maybe text them if you know them, or reach out via another website or social media. But do not trust anybody right now, guys. It's unfortunately really, really bad. Really, really bad. Never download a mod unless you know the person is 100%. Yep. Exactly. Like, I haven't felt bad about sending some mods to some people we're doing a Elden Ring challenge with, and I'm like, I promise it's safe. It's me. It's coming from me. Like, I will verify my identity. Like, you can call me right now. So, of course, guys, we also got to talk about girl DM who said, hey y'all, my Twitter disappears because of a fake copyright violation takedown notice. The minute appeal, but it's kind of wild that X allows 24-hour permanent suspension on an account that has 0 violations in years on images that are very obviously my own text. Well, this is also, guys, a false, another way that people are getting scammed, right? It's a false takedown thing. They'll send you this very, very, well, professional and good-looking email that looks like it comes from X. Like, it literally looks perfect. Luckily, however, girl DM goes to follow up. It says, correct, it was a high-quality scam email. Yippee! I was actually considered as real because despite there being nothing actual X support, but you filed counterclaims on nothing. I didn't get any. There's no DMC on these post messages at all. So, guys, this game is pretty crazy as well. Another one you're gonna want to watch out for, but this email is like very, very high quality that you'll receive right here, and this is what it looks like. I've actually received this exact same email. And what I did was, anytime with X in particular, if you don't know this, you ever receive anything from X, like you get paid, or you get like a copyright notice, any of that stuff, you actually receive it in your notifications too. I went and checked my notifications, had none of that, so I knew it was fake. Everything gets stuck in my Windows chats that seem to be from an old Discord buddy, asking me to give their opinion on their new game. Yeah, that one's another really oldie, but baddie, so... Guys, I'm telling you, just don't click on any links. Run it through a checker. Yeah, just be careful, guys. It's really, really rough right now. Of course, also, guys, just like unfortunately, sorry, I put unfortunately and Lulu together when I tried to say that. Gosh. Unfortunately, guys, Lulu Lasso actually getting a copyright strike for watching the Kentucky Derby by a bot account that was not even the real company. I got banned on the red site for 7 days, guys. That's pretty rough. You know, I'm not really sure if you're allowed to watch a Kentucky Derby. I suppose she's probably done this before. Oh my God, stop biting me! Stop. Stop clearing out my fucking throat! Oh my God. Dude, what the fuck did you just do? Moonlight! Oh my God. 15, bro, I'm gonna find where you lived. Thank you for the 4 fucking gift cards. You're wild, dude. Thank you so much. Stop buying stuff. Oh my Lord. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you so much. You guys don't know, I'm gonna be taking a pretty long break coming up at the end of September. I'm going to be going to Disney, so these gift cards are very nice for my little vacation I'm going to be taking. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. God, I got a lot of time to add after this. Fuck, dude. Thank you so much. Never-ending money, never-ending summer fire. Oh, my God. Well, I will add all the time tomorrow. And again, thank you guys so much. You know, I'll tell you what, Chad. I'll tell you what. I might clue you in on what's going to happen Saturday. I'm going to do something really special Saturday, guys, that I've never done before in the entirety of the subathon. So, yeah, you know, you might want to tune in Saturday, not only because I'll be on the front page, but, you know, I got some pretty big plans for that day. So, you know, we'll see. It's going to be a crazy one for sure. But anyway, guys, be careful out there. If somebody does happen to give you a strike, I always encourage you to push back on it. Hire somebody, a legal representative, that at least can represent you or something like that. Yeah, people pay the person with big boob, but that is weird. Look, somebody needs to pay me for a breast reduction. How about that? I'll send you, what I'll do is I'll get a breast reduction. I'll send you all like 1 ounce of the titty meat a piece. That way you can keep it as like, you know, I don't know, a memento or something. It's so depressing how easily people can abuse the copyright system, yeah.
Come.
Yeah, you would. Wait, you know what part of... Guys, I just want part of me next to you guys. Literally. That might be literally the most yondery thing I think I've ever said. She's only parts of her body out to the highest bidder. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, that's messed up. You know what else is messed up though, chat? Unfortunately, Dragon Spit actually putting out this notice on her YouTube saying, hey everyone, I'm still working on this situation with my YouTube, if you guys don't remember. Dragon Spit received 3 false copyright strikes on her channel for a reaction to the Outdoor Boys. First she goes on to say, hey everybody, I'm still working on this situation. However, the channel is set to be removed tomorrow, May 4th, 2026. I don't know if it'll be removed at midnight, sometime during the day or at the end of the night. I did manage to archive the videos on the account. Thank you all so much for the support you're giving me. Hopefully I can have the account restored soon. I can continue posting videos for you all. If you'd like to follow me on the other platform, visit my card here. Have any updates, I'll be posted in the Discord channel and Patreon. So chat, unfortunately, I got a little bit of an update here. But Dragon Spit did go on to say, my YouTube channel removal is now on hold. Let's hope I get to keep my channel. Well, guys, unfortunately, as of now, her channel is taken down. Now, Dragon Spit did actually reach out, and she did tell me that there is a little bit of a follow-up to this. A little bit of a follow-up, guys. So, it's not all doom and gloom, but, you know, it's not great, right? She did say she's in a waiting process to see if she can get her channel back. So, there is some dialogue actively going on with YouTube right now. It's not all doom and gloom. She's talking to them. They are working on getting it back, but for right now, the channel is down. So that does suck. So she did say, you know, put down the torches. She is working with YouTube. Hopefully we get a good resolution to this. But guys, I just want to keep you up to date on it, just in case things do go wrong. We might have to, you know, call up our army on this one, right, guys? Might need all of you to maybe add Team YouTube, but we'll wait. We'll get there, right? Moonlight, they weren't. Yeah, we actually found, or Spitty found the other channels, and they were not the real Outdoor Boys. So, it's just her problem was when you get a strike like that, right, you have to push back against it through the copyright claim system. And sadly, through that, you have to dox yourself. You straight have to put all your information. And of course, you're giving this to somebody that already falsely copyrighted you. So you probably don't even want to go through that whole thing, right? I mean, I've had this happen to me with Spitty, not Smitty. Spitty's Dragon Spit. Her nickname is Spitty. But the problem with that too is you have to dox yourself, right? And people will use that actually as a way to get your personal information. Because it happened to me with Falter XV, right? So normally the best thing to do is get a legal representative to help you. That's really the only way, in my opinion. So be careful out there again, guys. In other news, let's talk about debuts, graduations, events. I'm not allowed to talk about, but of course, coming from Chroma Shift, we have Lullaby, who is going on hiatus. Who says, as many of you already know, our Moon Bunny is currently not in the best condition. We continue streaming regularly after giving a lot of thought and doing our very best to creating content for all of you. Lullaby has decided to take a short break until the 25th of this month. She'll be catching up on several projects, also taking the opportunity to rest and recharge. She can return with a high-quality content in the coming months. She won't be completely absent. She will be part of events, collaborations, and will host a special stream to celebrate an anniversary. We encourage you to stay tuned to our social media for updates and further information during that period. So, guys, this is what's going on with Lullaby. Keep her in your thoughts, guys, and we're wishing her all the best. Heck yeah. Of course, also, guys, we also have Sarah. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Sarah, right? So Sarah says, I'll be taking a break from streaming for the rest of May. Last December, I faced a really heavy burnout. Made me question my whole future as a VTuber. Since then, I've been a little on and off with my content, my motivation, but most importantly, my mental health. Because of that, I've decided to step away from streaming for the month of May, at least for now. I want to use this time to take care of myself, explore new things, and hopefully recover my joy and spark again. So, your silly dinosaur plushie will be back soon. Wish them all the best, guys. Yeah, I'm so glad I took that week off. Oh my god, I look back on that, I'm like, I absolutely made the right decision because I feel so much better. That week was everything for me, chat. You have no idea. I'm pretty good at, you know, taking care of myself and, you know, reading my body and reading where my mind is. And I'm I gotta say, that really made a difference for me. So, thank you guys for allowing me to take that time off. It really made a huge difference. I feel so much better. I've been able to get my work done and actually rest, and it's been good. So, thank you guys so much. In other news as well, you might have missed these debuts, and of course we have Dairiku, who just debuted her brand new model, and it is absolutely beautiful. Congratulations to her. Of course, Tricky says, Mother, looking great. Epics are constantly to stretch. Yeah, exactly. Of course, also, guys, another debut you might have missed, coming right here from Vera. Vera actually, oh no, wait, I'm sorry. I put this in the wrong spot. Their debut is actually coming up. But that's perfect because I was going to talk about debuts coming up. So this one is coming up Saturday, May 9th. And this is Vera. Let's take a look here at their video chat.
Nice to meet you. I'm an illustrator from Finland, and I'm gonna be having my debut live stream this Saturday at 5 p.m. my
Look,
time.
we got to support the fellow
Probably a
elves,
different
chat. Come
time
on.
for you, but I will be streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, so you can check out whichever platform you prefer if you're interested. Please join me there. I know I'm like 6 years late to this, but I worked really hard, so I'd be very happy if you checked it out. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time. I'll see you on Saturday. Bye. じゃあ、こんにちは.
Very, very cute. So certainly go check him out, guys. Very, very cute elf, and we love our elves. So here's the time, and here's the date as well, and here's the name of Vera, guys. Talking about more debuts, we have to talk about a Holostars debut coming up, and that is actually going to be here. Of course, cool, cute, come see the duality of the Exorcist, and behold the power. That is right, guys. So we have Haka, who's going to be debuting on May 8th at 7 p.m. PDT, their brand new outfit. So go check that out very, very soon. Of course, also kind of odd. I didn't know Furumi. I was very tied to this, but Furumi says, this thing has been staring at me outside my window for months. I haven't really heard from Furumi in quite a while, right? You probably know Furumi from their very strong Boston accent. Well, it seems like we have something new coming up on Saturday, May 9th. Let's take a look, guys.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Boston.
I didn't know where Furumi was, so I guess we know now. So go check out Jax, guys, coming up on May 9th. And you got the times there too, so very, very cool. You'll just arrived at home. I'll be doing well with that hiccup. Yes, I'm actually not hiccuping yet, so I'll take it. Though I can't talk, I need more caffeine. In other news as well, guys, Dandy Demon actually going to talk about his new debut coming up on June 12th. He'll be celebrating the Demon King Dandy model, his birthday, goodies, contests, and partying. Hope to see you there. I think Victoria voiced this, so let's take a look, guys.
Dandy Demon, Gatekeeper, how many lovely faces you see when you game over?
Levy?
A demon.
What's happened to you?
No, you're not supposed to be here.
A devil.
My, to think you'd go this far.
And a human.
You think you
Yeah,
could
that's
have
a cool-
happily ever after ending?
Do you think I would allow that?
You are weak.
There must always be consequences to actions.
Consider this your termination notice.
Perhaps this was a mistake.
I wasn't expecting the music to click in. Yeah, that's definitely Beck's. Yeah, the music clicked on. It was like boom, bro. Nice. You know, it's a little bit out, guys, but, write it on your calendar. June 12th looks very cool. And then finally, guys, I got a few events to share with you before we hop into a little bit of Corpo news. And then we'll get into our stories here. But Amelie has actually been announced as part of Doki Doki Rewind coming up July 4th. And she goes on to say this is her first time in 3D. Very cool to see Amelie as part of this. You know she is a fantastic, amazing musician and singer. So I'm very, very pumped to see this. Singer in 3D is going to be awesome too. Very, very exciting. course, also, guys, we have Oshi Spark announcing Asuka official as part of the Legends of New concert with Shinsitsu.exe Live coming up July 24th. This is actually this is huge, actually. This is a really big pickup. Very, very cool. So get excited for this chat coming up very soon on July 24th. And then finally, one more event I want to mention to you here is what's going on with Malfina in socks. Malfina says you are invited to Hexpresso is opening for business. The SVE members will be serving up some delicious treats to a number of special guests, but with a personality twist. What does that mean? Come find out Sunday the 10th of May at 2 p.m. EST. Now, guys, we got all of the members of Socks there, but I will tell you there are a bunch of special guests that are going to be visiting the cafe. I mean, you might find a certain elf that will be there that day, so make sure you go support Malfina and SVA for that. That's going to be a fantastic one, and I'm very excited to see what goes on. It's going to be super cool, guys, so go check it out. Write it down. A certain elf, one elf. Lots of other people, actually. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say, but yeah, this Glimbo maid is actually everything, bro. I'm not even going to lie. I really like Ali's maid outfit, too. It's cute. So, guys, I do want to give you an update about Mori Calliope as I delete some tabs. So, just a little recap, guys. Mori actually put out a post the other day where she was very frustrated with what was going on with Hololive behind the scenes. We read this members only post. Well, guys, Mori actually gave us an update. It says, hey, Deadbeats update. Like I said, I need time away from streaming internet. I just wanted to tell you how things are looking up, and I'm doing all right. Sorry to worry you so much. I'll be back soon enough, just taking some time to myself. So this is actually great news, guys. I was really worried about her. I know all of us are really concerned about what was going on. It seemed like Hololive was, I don't know, on a downhill trend here, but it does look like some things are looking up. Mori felt like she said she couldn't say stuff. However, this does look like it's a good thing, and they are listening to her feedback. So I will let you know, but this is a huge W. But yeah, looks like a good update, chat. I mean, things could still go bad, but for now, things are looking up, right? So guys, let's talk about a little bit of corpo news going on outside of the bigger ones. And sadly, guys, I'm so sorry to tell you, I have no news about Ninja Sanji. I know, guys. I'm so sorry. I know you're just all devastated. That's so sad. Can we get 50 gifted subs? Damn, that's the worst. Thank God. Yeah, really not a lot of stuff going on in the corporate world. But I will tell you that Bizatsu, the VTuber group, did announce their members, who is Chizu, Jomi, Domei, Mika, and of course, Atsuki. So these are the 4 members that make up Bizatsu now. We were wondering who it was. So you can certainly go check them all out. Very cool. Yeah, this is actually Chizu's group. Very, very cool. Speaking of VTuber groups, guys, I know you probably forgot about Waifu. I haven't talked about Waifu in quite a while, but Waifu is actually my VTuber group, which I've been working on for, quite a while, right? Can we get 50 gifted subs? You heard her chat, raise the timer. No, you already bought enough gifts. I don't need you to raise the timer. But Waifu is my VTuber group. We're working. We're almost ready, guys. We're almost ready. So we just finished applications, things like that. A very small update. Yeah, we finished all the apps, all the interviews, everything like that. We're just making final decisions, but things will be going soon. Yeah, very excited for that. Of course, also, guys, Mythic Talent announcing a brand new talent. And they did go on to sign Aries Arcana to the Mythic team as well. So, again, we're now seeing Mythic start to turn out more people for their talent management. Ever since we had the whole debacle of... Thank you, Borg. Thank you for gifting us up. Wait, Tatsukiyomi? Is this a D's Nuts joke? Anyway, we are seeing Mythic kind of turn out some more people that are part of their talent management now. We went through the whole debacle with them about a month ago. So looks like things are changing a little bit. I do want to go check their website really quick and see if they have their creators listed again. They do not. They still have to request roster up, which is very interesting overall. So I'll keep an eye, chat, but this looks like we have more people kind of, you know, being added. I don't know if anybody was delisted. They might have the request roster as a way to kind of maybe stop certain talents from being, like, harassed. I'm not sure what the thought process is behind there, but I'll take a look into that more closely when I can. In other news, chat, we got to talk about what's going on with Viespo. Crazy, actually, what's going on with Viespo. Viespo putting out a notice here about a week ago talking about 2 talents, guys, that are on a 2-month suspension of activities. We have Komori Mino, who was put on suspension for 2 months. And that is actually not the only one as well, chat, because we do have, was it really, Cappy? Of course, we also have Cheeto Yui, who was also put on suspension. Now, to be clear, guys, this matter constitutes an independent disciplinary action due to a violation of our company's internal regulations and contractual terms. And there are absolutely no facts involved regarding certain incidents currently being observed in part of social media or the involvement of specific activists. So again, they made sure to be like, look, it's about something separate within their terms on their contract, nothing to do with anything recent or something on social media, right? We greatly appreciate if you can refrain from speculative assumptions that drag in unrelated parties, as well as resulting inquiries or defamatory remarks. Pretty crazy, chat. Pretty crazy to get a straight 2-month suspension. I mean, that's tough, guys. That's tough. So both of the talents did go on to talk about this. However, it got even worse because Viespo actually announced that because of the suspensions on both of them, in connection with that, the following commemorative streams and merchandise sales that were scheduled will be canceled. Damn, buddy, that's rough. Insert avatar meme. My God, dude. Canceling their 2nd anniversary memorial and their 6th anniversary memorial as well. I mean, Viespo was not messing around. This must have been a very strong break on their contract. There's also, you know, Komori goes on to say to all of you who always supported me and to all related parties, due to my own shortcomings, an incident has been confirmed that partially contravenes the terms of my contracts. As a result, I will be suspending my activities for the time being. I deeply apologize for causing great concern and inconvenience to all of you who supported me. I take this situation very seriously and will reflect on it thoroughly. I am truly sorry. Of course, Cheeto goes on to add their stuff, going on to say, all of you who supported me, everybody involved, as announced officially, it has been confirmed that there was an incident, my own actions that partially violated the terms of my contract with the agency. Therefore, I will be suspending my activities for the time being. I deeply apologize for causing you all great worry and inconvenience. I will reflect on my own actions. I am truly sorry. Wow. I mean, that is, that's heavy, chat. That's heavy. So, I wasn't really able to divulge a lot of information from this. It was kind of just a very, like, generic announcement, as you can see. You know, they said that they broke terms of their contract. They needed time to reflect deeply on their actions and re-examine their behavior, and thus this is going on. So, yeah, I mean, this is over on the JP side, so might be a little bit harsher, but nonetheless, guys, Viespo not playing around with their talents, so really rough, and especially losing out on your merch and commemorative streams. I mean, that sucks, guys. That really, really sucks. I can only imagine how much that must hurt. So, wishing everybody the best. Hope things improve. We'll see what happens. And other news as well, guys, talking about JP. First Stage Production in JP is actually, well, guys, they're ceasing a lot of their operations. So that is right. They go on to say, thank you for your support of First Stage Production. We've talked about FSP quite a lot, guys. And JP is actually closing while Ian will continue without interruption. The Great, thank you so much for 6 months. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Absolutely wild. So going on to say thank you for your continued support. We would like to clarify that while First Stage Production JP will be closing, First Stage Production Ian will continue its operations without interruption since its inception FSP-EN has operated as an independent branch from FSP-JP with its own management structure, operations team, and direction. On the live this announcement, we'd also like to express our sincere gratitude and respect to everybody who supported First Stage production over the years. As well as all the talents and staff who've been part of its journey. There will be no disruption to activities on the EN side, and all ongoing projects and schedules will proceed as planned. EN will continue to move forward steadily, and preparations for Gen 4 are also progressing as planned. We sincerely apologize for any concern this situation may have caused, and we truly appreciate your continued support. I mean, wow, that's crazy, guys. All of JP is just boom. That's it. You can see here, they go on to release an announcement talking about 4 years, but on June 30th, the JP side will close. So let's go take a look here at that letter. It says announcement regarding the end of First Stage production domestic projects. Thank you for your continued support on First Stage production. We regret that we will be ceasing operations as of June 30th. We would like to express our deepest gratitude to all the fans who continue to send their warm support for approximately 4 years since auditions were held. God, I remember them having auditions. From the first to fifth generations, we worked together with all 16 of our current talents to deliver the best entertainment to everybody. Following a change in our management structure last year, and after engaging in dialogue with each member about our future activities, we've made our decisions that respect each individual's wishes to the fullest extent and allow them to move on with their respective next stages. So, I mean, guys, I think that 4 years is great, right? But I think that we are seeing almost the end of the agency era, guys. We've seen so many agencies cut part of their support, all of their support. This is unfortunate, but it really seems like the future of VTubing is indie, guys. They go on to say the agency structure may cease to exist, but the hard work our talents have put in and love you've shown us will never disappear. So everybody's going to continue until the project concludes, and of course, EN will continue. So EN is actually going anywhere, right? But of course, regarding the future activities of our affiliated talents, after prioritizing the wishes of each talent, we decided on the following future activity plans. Continue working on Reality Studios Inc. Going forward, they will continue activities as a talent affiliated with Reality Studios, focusing on individual projects. And of course, here are the people that are doing that, right? Continue activities as the Vtuber agency, Sword Gnome, Chikiyo, the Timetable, The Sky, Last Train. Here are the people that are going to be part of that agency. And graduation due to the closure of the agency. And here are all the people that will be graduating, later this year. We're all the way through May, immediately to August 31st. So some people are staying around, some people are not. Of course, here is how they're handling merchandise. Merchandise currently available for pre-order. They'll continue to sale until they deliver it, then it'll close down. Very normal. Websites will be closed after a certain period of time. Talent accounts, X and YouTube will continue to operate under the same account. For graduated talents will be closed after a certain amount of time. So very normal kind of closure for agency, but it is really sad to see all of these talents, of course, graduating because of this. Some of them will continue to work with Reality Studios. Some of them will continue to, go on and do their own thing. But as you can see, Chad, just all of these talents announcing their graduation here. And it's just sad, right? It always is rough to see this kind of stuff happen. And again, it's very sudden to see a whole JP branch just go down like that. So, I mean, again, I'm wishing everybody the best that it was part of FSP. I really liked FSP, even the JP side. So wishing them all the best. But they're done, so chat, that's it, at least JP. So you might want to go follow FSP English, kind of keep up with them. I'm actually going to go follow them right now, just so I can keep an eye about it. But we'll wish everybody the best in their own endeavors, and that's it for FSP, JP side. In other news, chat, let's sit here and talk about one of our big stories that I wanted to dive into, guys. Now, I gotta be clear with all of you. There is a lot of information about this that I cannot show you all. A lot of this information, unfortunately, comes from Kiwi Farms and other nefarious websites that I can't show you all the information because, well, there's a lot of private and doxing information, chat. what I do want to give you an update about is a particular VTuber that we talked about last time that went on to release a story. And in this story, they said, I have actually been arrested for possession of lolly art. Now, you know, there was a little holes in this story. We talked about this, and I was like, legally, this doesn't really make sense. Well, guys, turns out that this person actually, the person in question here is, yeah, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. So I went through the Kiwi Farms threads for you, and I found some relevant posts that are helpful to give you clarification. I'm not going to be going through the Kiwi Farm stuff. If you want to do that on your own time, you can, but we're going to be talking about this VTuber. So again, Mimi Yanagi, of course, allegedly was arrested. Well, that wasn't... They were allegedly arrested for having lolly art. Well, that wasn't the entirety of the story, right? Of course, also people like Chibi Reviews and other streamers, creators were running with the story that it was, like, absolutely true. However, when I went and looked at it, guys, during my last stream, you guys saw there were so many holes in that story. It was like Swiss cheese out here.
I get a lot of hate
like,
for having
how are you
AI
gonna believe
as
this?
my profile pictures. It is just a placeholder. I have ordered multiple pieces of art months ago. I was in a queue for a while, and 3 to 4 weeks ago got changed to work in progress, but still haven't received anything.
Right.
I'm a broke college student, so Right.
You have to do things bit by bit. Not a bad guy here. I mean, why do you have to use a generative AI PFP? Why not just use something else? I mean, unless it's like, well, actually, I can't really think of any reason. So, yeah, just use something else. I don't think you have to. I don't think you're like a bad guy, right? But I don't think you have to use a AI generated PFP. Also, when you use one, you kind of open yourself up for people criticizing you using AI generated art, right? So I would not use one just to protect yourself, right? So, of course, people were running with this story quite a lot. You know, a lot of people were looking at it like saying it was straight up just truth. Well, guys, you know, Chibi did actually
just use
come out
a stock
backpedal on
with
his
the
stance.
watermarks. It's a lot funnier.
Yeah, exactly. So Chibi did go on to follow up with this, guys, and actually add to this. And I feel like that's good, right? If you run with a story and things change, you know, that's fine as long as you kind of retract it and talk about, you know, what's changed, etc. But anyway, here's what Chibi has to say about it.
I think it's important I post this because more information has come out about Mimi Yanagi, the VTuber that was arrested in the UK for the last 3 days. Millions of people have been talking about this subject thanks to the UK being overzealous with censoring and restricting everything. The story broke and even famous Japanese artists like the creator of Chun-Li offered support.
Well, one thing I will say, I don't watch Chibi. I don't really know, but in his videos, I don't know if he really cast any doubt on whether it was like true or not. I mean, I know when I covered it, right? Like I had like a certain title, but I mean, I definitely cast a lot of doubt on it because it just seemed like there were so many holes. So I know people are criticizing TV for their coverage. I just have to be honest, I haven't watched it. So I don't know if it's like blatantly like, oh my God, yes, it's 100% true, or did it cast any doubt in that? I have no idea. You guys would have to tell me.
Now we arrived to this morning. After seeing what has been revealed a few hours ago, there was clear manipulation to the story that has been discovered.
I mean, there was
now
already
keep this
from the
in
beginning,
mind.
like...
This information is
know?
coming from Kiwi Farms at this time. So it is possible this evidence is manipulated to some degree, because they started off the post literally slandering me. So take that however you will. However, I am willing to admit this, but from what has been provided so far, the people on Kiwi Farms did a good job researching into this individual that released this morning on their site. So I do tip my hat on that.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know Chibi, and I don't like Chibi and Leaflet. A lot of people kind of like group them together. I don't know enough about them to like have an opinion. So I don't have anything to say, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's keep reading here.
Despite my recent issues with KF, they documented and provided actual evidence showcasing Mimi being arrested is making a lot more sense, and even I was outright disgusted by what I saw. So let's get into what was discovered. The art in question that seems to have gotten the arrest. Mimi Yanagi is apparently not a woman, but a dude called Jordan. The artwork that was discovered 2 days ago with Mimi's model and dog, to be completely blunt, was disturbing even for me.
So
Found
this
it
artwork was
weird.
confirmed to be actual. Remember, guys, when I was talking about there was a bestiality art that was allegedly out there? Yeah, apparently this was actually, yeah, I mean, like, I don't really care about that, but, yeah, this bestiality stuff is confirmed to be, you know, real, right? So I can see why, specifically within UK law, that is definitely one thing that's like, yeah, no, that, you can't
However,
do that.
upon further research, it seems that was only the tip of the iceberg of what actually got them thrown in jail. In the thread, it shows Jordan Mimi fetishing being an actual pedophile, having art of babies having CP written on them.
There you go, chat.
There's even more stuff that I don't even want to begin describing it because it's actually revolting and makes me ill looking at it. I think after seeing what evidence that was provided, I have found my limit to anti-censorship on this topic.
I mean, again, when we looked at this subject, right, guys, I was very much just like, there's so many holes in this. I would not have, like, I don't know, I didn't make a YouTube video about it because I was just like, there's too many holes in it. Or at least, like, if I did a YouTube video, I would make sure that I had the parts where I casted a lot of doubt in it, right?
So in conclusion, this situation is fucking revolting and disgusted me greatly. I take back my defense of Mimi. This gave so much ammo to pro-censorship people because of a bad actor lying to this extent on what really caused this arrested.
And sadly, like, a bad actor lying to the extent was really caused this arrest. I mean, that's true, right? And I think that this is just a reminder, guys, when something breaks and a story comes out and somebody says something, right? It's okay to doubt things. It's okay to do your due diligence with anything, right? It's like the guy that said he got fired because of Ironmouse, right? Do your due diligence and don't just believe everything at face value. And in this particular situation for me, I mean, I saw it and I asked somebody that knew about law, and that really did help quite a lot, right? To verify, okay, yeah, this doesn't make sense, right? Like legally what's going on doesn't seem to make sense. Of course, this person, you know, went viral, right? Well, the truth has been revealed, of course. The person arrested is unemployed. Obsessed with an image posting site, creating a character called Mimi Yanagi. So that was her online persona, right? Paid to have child prawn illustrations of that character made. The work he followed and marked his favorites of the site included subjects like elementary school students, kindergartners, and babies. Not satisfied with illustrations, he also appears to possess child prawn that was drawn using real underage actresses. Again, Kiwi Farms did dive into this chat. They did find a lot of information. I'm not gonna dive into that, but yeah, there's plenty of proof out there, guys. Plenty of proof. So I did just want to follow up with you, kind of let you know this person was not just arrested for possession of lolly art. It was very legitimate, right? They had stuff that, you know, with actual like CP in it, recreational drawings of CCM. Are still punished as the real, not just UK but in the US. Yep, exactly. Great way to put it. Thank you for sharing that, Pop. So this was definitely a story where, guys, when you see a story break, look into it a little bit more, right? If things seem fishy, it's probably fishy, right? And in this particular one, my initial judgment was correct. I think that they got arrested, but they were not very forthcoming in why they were actually arrested. Really got part of it, right? So. And that was the case. A W for Elara. I'll take what I can get. My gut was right on this one. But guys, that's the follow-up to Mimi. Pretty crazy. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, basing on real children is disgusting. The whole situation is disgusting, right? And they absolutely deserve to be brought to justice for that. Absolutely. So, there it is, guys. There it is. In other news, I want to talk about a debate that I didn't even know was going on, guys. And that is the character Shigo from Impossible, guys. Do you guys know Shigo? Yeah, I'm sure you know this. This was like everybody's goth awakening, right? Like, this was everybody's goth awakening. So, Shigo, guys, of course, is a character that a lot of people love. Well, Amelie and Sayu had a disagreement on how it was pronounced. Amelie thought it was pronounced as Shiego, and Sayu thought it was pronounced as Shigo, right? the word that they say in the show. Well, guys, turns out that looks like Sayu was right. So Amelie and them having a little, fight about this, which is really funny. Amelie says, heavy as the crown. Sayu claims victory in Shigo pronunciation feud with Amelie. He won that one, guys. Of course, Sayu goes on to post a picture here of him getting some prints signed. So Amelie, it's pronounced Shigo, you idiot. It's Shigo. It's Shigo. So both we have, the different voice actresses for her throughout time. And of course, leaving that message to Amelie. It's hilarious. But you did get a actual recording here with Nicole Sullivan, the voice of Shigo. By the way, I've seen her in a couple of TV shows. Like, I remember her in Scrubs. I had no idea she was the voice actress for Shigo. But anyway, take a look at this clip. It's funny.
Hi, I'm here with the voice of Shigo, Nicole Sullivan.
I want to make this very clear.
Yes.
It's Shigo.
Yeah?
There's no extra diphthong, yang. There's none of that.
Okay.
Shigo.
Shigo.
Simple.
Simple as that.
Figure it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's crazy. Poor Amelie. Poor Amelie, dude. So, I know this was a fun little feud that was going on, right? The controversial pronunciation of Shigo. I didn't even know this was a thing until today. I'm gonna be honest, guys, but it was really funny. So, love that. At least we got some funny news, right, guys? That's kind of funny. In other news, I do want to talk about what is going on here with Twitch. Twitch actually making an announcement about TwitchCon. I was kind of pissed off some VTubers, right, guys? And we're going to be talking about AI, so I felt like this was relevant. But TwitchCon in Europe, which is coming up the 30th and 31st of May, in Rotterdam, actually posted this. Build your own avatar. Battle and dual streaming booths. Get dropped into a game via AI photo booth. TwitchCon Europe has a lineup of sponsors, bringing unique experiences to the show floor. Learn about who's making this year unforgettable. Well, of course, you see the word AI, right, guys? And you're like, oh, no. Oh, here we go. And, of course, Smuggies is like, I should have picked Dokumi to go to. PB Slayer says, hey, guys, did you know that Dokumi is on the exact same weekend as TwitchCon? You're welcome. Zach goes on to say, for those upset about AI at TwitchCon, understand they don't care. It's about the money. Platform has AI category images and emotes for a couple years now. They had AI sponsors at last year's TwitchCon. You keep going, they keep not caring. I mean, it's true, right? It's true. Dandy just says, your AI slop bores me. So, I wanted to show you this because we're going to be talking about AI a lot here in the future with our next topics. But I definitely found this pretty interesting, chat. So, in other news as well, guys, Faithful Sheriff is back. But, unfortunately, guys, not a good look for him. So, we have a streamer here named, I hope I say this right, Lily Eon. Lily Eon actually made a Smash Your Pass tier list. And Faithful Sheriff actually posted himself in the comments. If you don't know this, we actually covered him last time. He is actually a very controversial figure, but he actually ended up deleting it off the tier list. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. So, rip to Faithful Sheriff. Yeah, rest in peace, Bozo. I don't think you'll really be missed, but that happened, chap. In other news as well, Cha-Cha actually getting into a little bit of drama, and this has to be the craziest post I think I've read in quite a while, guys. Take a look at this YouTube comment. Cha-Cha says, hashtag cancel your V-Mom, reposting for awareness. Her mom can't keep getting away with this. And here we have from Randall Skinner, guys. Hold on, let me see if I can get this right. Dear community, we're calling for a boycott of your Cha-Cha Your V-Mom social media channels and collaboration until we receive clear answers as to what's happened to Fillion. Our investment in time, money, and our hearts deserve answers. We deserve transparency and accountability. Our promises and lies or stonewalling will not suffice. I can't keep that up. Let's unite our voices and demand the full truth. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for your support. Please repost across all platforms. That's right, guys. Cancel Cha-Cha because she's not telling us what's going on with Fillion. What? That's right, guys. She canceled Cha-Cha because she's not telling us what's going on with Philly. Dude, that's not her place to tell people. What are you talking about? Like, oh my God, dude. People are too much sometimes. People are doing way too much sometimes. Of course, Cha-Cha actually did say, well, this about Philly, and it's not a lot, but
Cha-Cha, she's doing great, and
yeah, not a lot. But here you go.
People are gonna read so much into you saying nothing, Cha-Cha. She's doing great, and you guys will find out soon enough. Okay, you know the ARG solution, don't you? I know nothing about that. No, nothing. I know nothing. Okay? I plead the fifth.
If they're trying to find anything to get out of Cha-Cha, they're like, you know the ARG solution. You're hiding the truth from us. Like, dude, just leave Cha-Cha alone, dude. Absolutely nuts. Super unhinged post. I really hope this is satire because, my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. Boycott their social media channels. Wild. Until you tell us what's going on with Philly. It's not even your place to tell you. Yeah, it's not even your place to tell you. Like, absolutely wild, guys. In other news, Lala, unfortunately, had a bit of a problem at a recent con she went to. Miss Lala says, thank you to everybody who came to a meet and greet today. A 2-hour slot turned into a 3-hour event. It was a wonderful bright light in an otherwise awful day. But thank you, full recap post coming tomorrow. Fortunately, this morning, our hotel room was robbed. So I only did the meet and greet as my husband and I were dealing with hotel security and police, so I left the con afterwards. I'll have more updates soon, but just goes to show you have no idea how much your presence matters to a creator. You don't know what they've been dealing with. As I was so distraught and spending time with all of you was very healing. Very horrible, guys. So go give Lala some love. I really hate that for her. Yeah, that's gross, guys. That's gross. Horrible, horrible. In other news as well, guys, I got a little bit of a small update here for you about Saba, guys. And Saba, actually, this comes from her Instagram. So Saba going on to give an update. The Discord is now getting professional moderators and a community manager today, so expect it to finally be alive. Again, I also made a Patreon. I'll be posting exclusive content, mostly blogs about my day, at least once a week. The funds will be used to pay the mods and give the community manager funds to host giveaways. So not a huge update, but it is a update. She did actually end up posting a blog, and this is over on patreon.com/notsaba. So at least there is a little bit, guys. There is something going on with her. It's not just all doom and gloom. So we will certainly be wishing her the best upon her return. I know there was a huge controversy we covered last week about supporting her. And I'll just remind you guys, you don't have to put money into something that you don't want to support, right? I'm sure Saba is very well off. If she's not creating content, you don't want to support that anymore, that's still your choice, right? If you still do, that's cool too. It's your money. You choose what you want to do with it, right? In other news, guys, this was actually probably one of the wildest stories I think I've read in a long time, and I'm definitely going to be making a short out of this. So, chat, absolutely wild news to talk about today, and I love things like this, these funny little stories. These make my day. So, Ichiban Kurt, thank you so much for the tier 1 cutie. I appreciate you. You'll get a dancing metal crab. Thank you so much. First, coming here from Atlas Scout that says, if I tell them a VTuber, do you think they'll label me as mentally unfit to serve? Of course, talking about the Office of the Jury Commissioner official jury summons. And guys, let me tell you, apparently being a VTuber is a bad thing because they were excused from jury duty. The jury's like, yeah, no, you're a VTuber, get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. Excusal from jury duty. Thank you for completing your jury questionnaire. Due to your answers about VTubing and being a VTuber, we have deemed you unfit to remain an unbiased party during the case. You've been released from your jury service on May 5th. Your jury service has been completed and you should not receive an additional summons for at least the next 18 months. They're like, oh, no, you're a VTuber? No, you're a degenerate. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. We don't want you on the jury. That's crazy. That's crazy. This kind of news is so funny to me, dude. These kind of things is like, Oh my god, they're so funny. They make you laugh. These are the kind of news that I like. The more like moist, critical, VTubing news. Absolutely wild, guys. I had to share this with you. Huge W today for Atlas Scout on that one. Crazy. Let me know what you think about this, chat. Wild. In other news, guys, I do want to talk a little bit. How much time are we at? Okay, yeah, we're in a good spot. So, in other news, guys, I do want to take a moment to go check in here with Hinya. Hinya actually talking a bit about Vshoujo, guys. Hinya actually watched a clip from K9 Kuro and shared some information about Vshoujo recently. So let's go take a look at what Hinya had to say, guys.
Right before I started stream, I found a clip of Kudo from X, and it's insane. It's like Kudo playing Tomodachi.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're an anime
insane.
fan? Nah, you're biased.
Look at it. It's insane. So here's Kudo, right? First of all,
what does Vshoujo want, bro?
why there's a Vshoujo in this island? Not the Vshoujo on Nail. Why there's a Vshoujo on his island? Mochi looks so good.
What do you want? What? Why are you sad?
Hello.
You're sad because it's Vshoujo.
I'm feeling a bit wobbly. I think I've been thinking too hard. My head. It's as if there's something rattling inside.
Let me see.
There's no fucking way.
That's what's been on your mind? Talent income? Seriously?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, chat. That's fucking nuts.
Seriously?
Hinya's dying, dude.
You can't even script the shit.
Oh my god.
It gets worse. Look, this is Talent Inc.
This is the greatest game of all time, I swear to god. Oh my god, chat.
This is insane.
Holy shit.
This is insane. This is insane.
Absolutely wild, chat.
My goodness. Oh my goodness, it's insane.
Yeah, gotta get the money, Diane.
Oh my gosh, it's insane. It's insane. Not just any money, this is talent income.
Yeah, the fact that it says that too, it's just nuts. Thanks to the hype train, y'all. Why the fuck do we have a hype train randomly? Like, thank you guys so much. I guess I gotta remind you guys because it's been a while. Remember, guys, for all of our hype trains, if we get more than a level 10 hype train, or I'm sorry, level 10 hype train, I add 1 hour. If we get a 20 plus, I add 2 hours. I should play on stream.
Where did he go, Dayo? All that money. I told you guys, right? So the thing happened back in August, right? Like last August, but in December it got double. It got literally double amount. Yeah. So used to be it was Ferrari amount of money though, but now it's like Rolls Royce.
What do you, the viewers, think
so
it is?
apparently something happened where the amount of money or whatever is involved is doubled now. So whatever she was owed, I think is what she's saying. Yeah, you know, we'll double the time on that too. Why the hell not?
Oh, like, holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck? Dayon.
Crazy, dude.
Nick, can we not talk about this? Why? It's my personal stuff. It's my... Can you please, not talk about Vshoujo stuff? Why? It's my personal life. It's my personal stuff. It's my personal problem. Why? Nick.
Yep.
Okay, so do you want
chatter
me to
right there.
this by myself for a whole time and not say anything? I can't do that.
Yeah, she should be allowed to vent all she
I can't
wants.
do that. I need to let it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Dial.
Please vent with us. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good runs all right there in chat.
Oh, thank you. Because I can't can't carry this by myself. It's just too much, guys. It's too much. Ne, yeah. Ne, そんな感じでございますけど。
Very interesting development though, chat, that she said, you know, it looks like it was double, right? So I'm not sure if she's talking about how much was owed in total or what was owed to her or things like that, but it definitely seems like it was a lot more of an amount. But that clip makes that so worth it, dude. Oh my god, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, what else I want to talk about today, chat, before we dive into our big story? I do want to talk about what's recently going on here with Rin Penrose, guys. And Rin, of course, I just updated their model. Definitely a very different look, but I like it, you know? I feel like this one is very iconic just because of all the shorts and everything like that, but, you know, it's really cool to see Rin go in a new direction, and it's awesome. It's very different, but I like it. Well, unfortunately, guys, people are actually upset over this new design. That is right. People are complaining about it. So, not as Yara actually added a bit to this. So let's listen to what they have to say because, yeah, people are bitching and moaning about the new design.
To add to the whole Rin Penrose redesign thing. The issue with the design is not that it's a bad design. The problem is that it does not feel like Rin Penrose. 1. People hate change,
John
especially
Vtuber.
if it's drastic. 2. People need time to get used to things. Even Iris with her redesign, caused some people to hate it because it was too different.
I think it's definitely fair, right, to allow a little bit of time for people to kind of get used to things. But one thing I will say, too, is that I think people need to realize that sometimes model changes and redesigns are not for you. Actually, 99.9% of the time, the model design is not for you, chat. It's for us. It's a personal extension of ourselves and our personality and who we are, right? It's like playing guitar, right? It's an extension of yourself. And it's the same way with a VTuber model, right? So, yeah, you might not like it, this and that or whatever, right? And it might be completely different. And you might need some time, and that's fair. But you need to also understand, guys, at the end of the day, like, it's for us, not you.
There are simply too many aspects of the original design that are gone. Heterochromia. The dual-tone black/white hair contrast. The tomboy look. The royal theme. Honestly, it's a nice design but not one I would associate with what Rin has created as a brand. It's probably something I would associate more with a VTuber like Swissay, Nana, Shiana, or Jelly. A cosmic pop idol.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how it kind of looks like a little bit like those four, right? But, so there's probably a bunch of people who are not liking the design now. Spoken about it. That's why Whole Live is very strict with their models, especially hair and eye colors. But as mentioned in point 1 and 2, just give it time and people eventually get used to it. And I agree with that, right, guys? People do need time. I understand that. I think the new model looks great. I don't know why we're having this big discourse about Rin wanting to change it. At the end of the day, it's Rin's choice. And if you support Rin, right, you should support a model change as well. That's how I feel about it. Thank you for the hype train, guys. I appreciate you. That's how I feel. If you support Rin, then you'll support the model change as well. And again, it's more for Rin. It's less for you guys, right? Of course, Rin actually does go on to address some of this and talk about it.
It's your boy,
in
John.
a recent video.
It's your boy, John
let's take a look.
VTuber here. Back at it again with the faking my death and stealing another VTuber's identity challenge. If we can get this video to 17 likes, I'll steal all the cutlery from the nearest hospital.
Yeah, it can be hard. But here's the thing, right? If you, let's say you're in a model that you're not 100% happy with, right? You're not going to make your best content, right? You're not going to make your happiest content. So you should be 100% feel good in piloting your VTuber Gundam. If that makes you happy, you're going to be happier, make better content, right?
I gotta rein it in. Like a horse. So yeah, if you're not already aware, what happened to Rin Penrose? Rin Penrose rebranded. Rin Penrose looks like this now. Rin Penrose stopped making YouTube shorts and he started making videos, and also apparently had a midlife crisis at the age of 6. That's like 85% of the reason I'm making this video, to answer the question of, remember that guy?
Yeah, I think it
who
looks
did the
great
shorts?
too.
What happened to that guy? But for the remaining 15% of your questions, including why did he do that? Is he stupid? And wait,
it's
he
a
does
different
stuff that isn't shorts?
heterochromia, though.
Is he stupid?
I think it's at the the original heterochromia. Let me double check. Yeah, it's just because the color changed. I think that's what they were saying in the prior
Welcome to my
post.
YouTube channel. If this video reaches 11 likes, I'll continue to not make any more
Yeah,
shorts.
it's just gonna
We
take
can do
some
it,
time.
guys. Part 2.
You know?
Why did Rin Penrose re-debut? Part 1 was the first bit of the video, I just forgot to tell you at the time. The old Rin Penrose design is iconic. Depending on who you ask, it either looks like TM Opera O, the bear from Danganronpa, whatever the hell a Ranboo is, or the whole ass asexual flag, which I have to reiterate was a coincidence, even if it was a really fitting one. Why throw out such an iconic design? The main reason is that the old Rin Penrose design,
yeah, I think at the end of the day, too, like, people are like, oh, I'm just gonna complain and bitch and moan about it, but, like, at the end of the day, too, like, you don't get to choose the model. We're the ones with, you know, making those decisions. We're the one as the entertainers, right? So yes, you support us, and yes, that money does go towards the model, but at the same time, like, we're running we're piloting the plane, right? You don't get to come up to the pilot's flight deck and start to control which direction we go in, right? We decide that ultimately.
It was also extremely rushed. I debuted as part of
that was actually really funny.
Whilst I was getting ready to debut, my first model artist never actually made any progress on my model art, which led me to having to find a new artist very quickly so that I could debut on schedule without holding everyone else up. And like, the artist I actually ended up working with did a great job. You know this already, because I've been using the model they drew me for the past 3.5 years now. But because of the tight deadline I was working with, I didn't ask for as many changes to the artist's original sketch as I would have liked to, because I was concerned that asking for any big changes would have delayed things even further. And I was probably right to handle things that way, seeing as I think I only got my finished usable model at most 3 days before I debuted.
Jesus
if I had
Christ.
more time, I probably would have changed a fair bit about the model's design. Of course, that begs the question, why not just get a new outfit instead of changing literally everything? Is he stupid? To which the answer is, believe me, I tried. I was actually in the early stages of getting a new outfit with a new artist altogether. Right before I decided to hand in my notice at the old agency. I would show you what the sketches looked like, but for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the artist we were working with.
It's so hard to, like, imagine Rin in an agency, you know, like, yes, I know Rin was in an agency, but, like, just thinking back to that, it's like, I don't even remember Idol era Rin, like, you know what I mean?
Posting their rough sketches without asking on a random Thursday just sounds kind of weird. Just know in your hearts that it was basically a refreshed version of Rin Penrose 1, but this time with a really cool hat. But yeah, after I decided to leave the agency, I wasn't able to continue working with that artist for money and language reasons, and understandably, the company wasn't going to put in all that time and money for a talent they were about to lose in like 3 months, so that plan fell through.
Yeah.
But then I had a second, more devious plan! So I started drawing up plans for a new outfit again, for the original model this time, and I came up with this. John CEO, CEO of CEOs, because I'm a very busy business boy.
I love it.
Top 10 reasons that didn't work out! Number 10, can't work with the original model artist anymore because of language and money reasons. Number 9, I just freshly gone independent and now had to pay a bunch more expenses that were previously covered by my company, which were more important. Number 8, I never actually had access to the original rig file thing for my model, which could have been dealt with, but would have been a huge pain in the ass.
Oh my god,
Number
what?
7,
She
I'm
didn't have
busy!
the files.
Number 2, I can't count, and coming in at number 1, I just kind of wasn't feeling it by that point. Yeah, in all honesty, by the...
Guys, your tastes change, right? As somebody who's been through multiple model iterations, right? You guys know my blonde hair one, right? Eventually, you know, I went more towards my goth roots. And even then, like, I've had, like, you know, different outfits. I had, like, more of, like, you know, the purple fantastical one. You know, we had the Shikanoko one, which is actually supposed to not be a major model. It's supposed to just be like a outfit that I had for a little bit, but it became something bigger, right? And then now I'm in my, you know, I'm in my gothic Dark Souls era, right? So, and I'm really happy with this, but your things change over time, your interests, your likes, and it's okay to have that reflect through your model if that's what you want.
The time 3 years had passed since the original design was created, I was kind of looking for a change anyway. Another pertinent thing to mention here would be that one of the reasons I specifically went with the Prince theme for my branding
just waited till my
was
next
because I was about to debut in an all-female VTuber.
By the way, I'm stopping at this form. We're not updating this anymore. Maybe some new hairstyles or something, but that's it.
In all girls' agencies, you tend to get 2 broad kinds of designs. We're gonna call them Super Creek and Sweep Tosho. I specifically wanted to be something distinctly different. One, because neither of these options really suit me very well, and B, because I specifically wanted to prove that you do not have to be one of these options if you want to be a successful agency VTuber. I really banked on becoming successful, come to think of it. But since I'm no longer in a company, it's not really up to me to prove that particular point anymore. And now that I've finished my proving my point arc, it felt about the right time for a brand refresh. And also, it's impossible to make my old design in any of the meme because it was really getting on my nerves. Part 3. I don't like the new design. Where did his shoulders go? Down the well? Obviously, were you not here for that stream? I have to acknowledge that yes, this is a very big change. It's okay if you do not like the new design. But I do. That's why I changed it.
Exactly. And this just summarizes the whole debacle, right? You may not like it, but guess what? I, as Rin Penrose, do like that. So, you fucking bad for you.
In 3 years,
That's all that
I'll
matters.
change it again to mess with you. Actually, you know what? I have a toothbrushing appointment in like 45 minutes. Let's just speed run some general thoughts on the situation. Re-debut Discourse 70% more record pace. No one is immune to criticism because they spent a couple $1,000s. I would be happy if people appreciated the thing I spent a couple $1,000s on. Also, this has been in the works since 2024, Lamau. Maybe the new model isn't generic. Maybe you've only seen it one time. Maybe the new model is generic, but maybe the old one is too. There's a Genshin versus Honkai Star Rail meme to be made here, I think. I actually like blue more than purple. The purple's still good too. I like purple. Wait, actually, that might be a good metaphor. Right?
I like the way she says
It's fine to be
purple.
sad at the loss of gender
It's very
ambiguity.
British.
But the new model is not female, and it's not even necessarily male, but a third scarier thing. Actually, I never particularly liked my old hairstyle. I'm hungry.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like her model is like, it's kind of got like some gender ambiguity, right? Like, at least to me.
I wonder what's for dinner. And, you know, there's nothing stopping me from making like a second outfit or something with the old aesthetic. Maybe then he will truly be able to serve. That's stupid. I'm not reading that. Part 4. Wait, Rin Penrose is still alive? I completely forgot about that guy. Does he still do the show? No. But whilst I have your attention, let me sneakily indicate that I
if
actually
you
make
complain
real
about the new
men's
model,
YouTube
just shut your
videos
mouth and
now.
just don't do
This
it
is
again.
actually what I wanted to do
Exactly.
even before shorts
I
started
agree.
working out for me.
So, Rin goes on to talk about their content and things like that. So I'm gonna stop right here. But I did just mostly want to talk about the debacle going on, right? They still like the same, but it's the same person, same charm, same format, just different look. Exactly. Like, I just don't understand going after somebody because they want to change their content a bit to better represent themselves. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, personally. And if you have like a big issue with that, I think you should do a little bit of self-reflection, right? Remember, they're an entertainer, and them being comfortable and them doing what they feel is best at the end of the day is more important, right? If you want to stop supporting them because they change your model, that's weird, dude. That's weird. So I'm wishing Rin Penrose, John Vtuber, all the best. I like the new model. I think it's cool. It's very different, but again, there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I mean, I think there's more ambiguity. There's still ambiguity in it. Maybe some people don't see it that way, and that's subjective, right? But nonetheless, I like Rin. I'm wishing her all the best. I mean, you should too, chat. All right, chat. It's time. It's time, chat. I know what you're here to talk about, and you're here to talk about that silly little game. You know which one I'm talking about, guys. NTE, Neverness to Everness, or whatever the fuck it's called. Never, ever have I ever-ness, this to ness, this, well, bliss, Neverness to Everness. Anyway, let's go take a look, guys, because we're going to be talking about, I'm going to call it NTE, right? From this point on, we're going to call it NTE. But in case you have not heard of NTE, we're talking about a game called Neverness to Everness. It's kind of like a new gacha game. Yeah, that's all you need to know. So anyway, chat, let's talk about it. So, big controversy going on with this game right now because they're being accused of putting AI, generative AI, in their game, chat. And of course, if you actually look here, you can see some very generative AI looking, you know, posts, right? And it kind of looks like Gen AI, like VTuber models. Not NTR, not NTR. Oh God, no, no NTE. But it definitely looks Gen AI, right? So, you know, I wanna make sure that I say this right now. A lot of this stuff is alleged, right? It looks like it is Gen AI, but there are some soft confirmations and some other things going on as well that we got to talk about. So, of course, we also have somebody going on, isn't this the most obvious use of Gen AI? NTE isn't even hiding it. Take a look here, guys.
Let's hear a few words from the organizer, Giovanni Dvorak.
Hello, everyone.
That looks like Gen AI right there, chap.
Giovanni Dvorak. In this game, you just need to select what you want and bring them out safely. It's simple and fun.
He's also like talking where there's not even lines.
I know you're feeling nervous, just like when I was about to confess to my now wife.
Thank you, Mr. Giovanni. I hereby announce.
So definitely kind of a bad look. Yeah, the cat's face is very off. There's a lot of stuff in here that's just very off, right, chap? Looking at more examples of this as well. we also have Easy going on to say, not only is the game still full of Gen AI on launch, they straight up stole this shot from Weathering with You and ran it through AI. So of course, here's the Weathering with You, and of course the alleged AI of it, which, I mean, I'll be honest, this kind of looks like you just ran it through AI exactly. But there it is, chat. So more instances
Devil's
of
advocate for the mouth
generative
and
AI.
lies. It was rendered for Chinese, not English.
Yeah, I mean,
Still,
that's fair, Chip.
the overall
That's fair.
style is SUS.
But why not go back and adjust it, right? So when we're I want to make this very clear. When we're talking about AI, right? We're talking about generative AI for the rest of our conversation. So keep that in mind, guys. I'm not talking about AI-assisted tools, that are used for, I don't know, predicting weather patterns or helping with agriculture, things like that, right? AI tools are helpful in places like medicine, and that stuff is fine, but generative AI is problematic because you're feeding artists work into it, you're stealing from them to generate something at a low cost or free, right? So want to make sure that we are drawing a distinction there. So you're seeing a lot of the proof here, guys, multiple instances that it looks like generative AI, right? There's also an 18-minute short in one of the theaters in Neverness to Everness. And you guys tell me if you think this is AI or not. Take a look. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but... looks pretty, AI generated to me. So, here's the thing, chat. They're using Gen AI, right? A lot of people here are like, I don't like Gen AI. Some people support Gen AI. Look, I will tell you morally, I think supporting Gen AI is wrong. But you are allowed to support whatever you want, right? If you want to buy this game and support it, that's absolutely your prerogative, and I can't really stop you. I mean, I can side-eye you and be like, why would you do that? But you are allowed to engage in free market, buying of whatever you want, right? And if you want to support it, I don't think that's right, but you do what you want. The main issue here, chat, is this game actually, they wanted to say that it is 100% AI free. So they lied to us, chat. They said, well, guys, this game doesn't have AI in it, but that clearly does not seem to be the case. Why would you do that, Lar? Look, Asher, I will side-eye you if you're using Gen AI, okay? I'm not going to be buying any Gen AI stuff, but I will side-eye you. I will absolutely side-eye you. I just think that it's very clear that you shouldn't support it, right? That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Like, that's not something you should support, in my opinion, morally. Yeah, play the song. There you go, Evan. Why are you always lying? But, of course, I was going to check in here with Maggie, who is actually a VA for the game chat. And of course, Maggie says, I recently found out a game I worked on has been using AI and has been dishonest about it. I want to be clear that I do not support generative AI in any creative field, including voiceover, art, writing, or music. If this is not addressed or removed, I will not be continuing work with this team. People are saying super proud of you. I mean, you're paid right. You're going to give the money back. Here's the thing about that, right? This was all done under a false pretense, right? So they already completed the work. We're given the opportunity. Obviously, if they knew before, they probably would not have participated in it. Emerald says, oh, but coding and software development using AI is fine. For the heck up, it's 2026. Time to get a program and join the modern times. Here's the thing, right? When we're looking at this coding and software development, that is entirely different. That's an entirely different basket of stuff compared to generative AI when it comes to creative arts, right? So I see these arguments from people that are like pro AI, like generative AI. And it's like, I think a lot of the things that are mentioned are not in regards to the arts, right? So kind of a different basket when this is brought up. But continuing to kind of dive into that, guys. There have been a lot of reactions around this. And of course, we have M who says, I was in a date with Mint when I saw this. I will no longer be playing NTE. This game is genuinely super fun, and I had a blast. But I care about supporting media that supports artists and supports our planet and keeps it safe. Gen AI is inherently against both of those. Really disappointing. I hope it gets changed in the near future. Obviously, I was thinking in the back there, alleging is AI. Hope it gets changed in the future, and it won't be present in any future game or updates for it. Until then, it stays uninstalled. So, AI for coding is also bad, so that's that immediately okay. I don't know about that in particular, but I can definitely tell you that that's in a different basket than generative arts AI, right? So here's the thing, right? You can enjoy this game, and you're like, oh my god, I love NTE, right? And you play it and you love it, right? But also at the end of the day, if you find out what's behind it, you disagree with, you're allowed to criticize that at the same time. You can be like, I like this game, but I also want to criticize what's going on with it. I'll draw you a comparison in case you weren't here earlier. Harry Potter. I enjoy Harry Potter, but I don't like J.K. Rowling. Both of those can exist at the exact same time, and that is kind of how I feel about this as well, right? It's could be a good game. I don't know. You might love it. It might be a good super blast, but when the creators misrepresent, hey, we're not using AI, and then you use AI, well, you broke our trust. You broke our why I got into this game in the first place, right? You should be transparent with that type of information. So I can see why somebody would look at this and be like, you know what? Yeah, not for me anymore. Moon goes on to say, well, until the Gen AI is taken out of NT, I will not be playing it. I know they support artists and VAs, but it's a principle releasing this much Gen AI into your product. Sucks that I really did want to play the co-op mode with friends, but it is what it is. I will remind you also, too, that there is such a grand marketing program for this game that came out. Lots of sponsorships, lots of partnerships with other creators and singers and musicians, where that budget could have been, spent on actual artists, right, guys? Taking a look here as well, just one more reaction I want to talk about before we start moving into why this involves VTubers. But NTE, again, this is the Neverness to Everness community and database. NTE community decided to speak out about this, so let's listen to what they have to say, chat.
I'm writing this post because of the massive number of DMS from players asking for refunds over claims that the game was made with AI. We need to clarify a few points, as the situation is escalating quite a bit. The game wasn't made with a simple ChatGPT prompt like "make me a game, please." It was created by programmers, musicians, voice actors, artists, writers, and many other staff members who have been working on it for years. If it were truly a soulless project in such a competitive industry, it simply wouldn't stand out the way it has. We can't deny that AI may have been used for certain types of assets that do not represent the final product, but that still doesn't fully address the underlying issue.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always
Oh, Alex, I
lying?
wasn't talking about Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stop fucking lying.
I wasn't talking about Hogwarts Legacy. My comparison was basically like you can like Harry Potter as a whole, but not like the grounds that it was created on, right? Which was J.K. Rowling, right? You can like a product, but you cannot like how it was made. That was basically the analogy I was drawing. Sorry, yeah, it had nothing to do with Hogwarts Legacy in particular. It was more of a broad comparison of you can like the product, but not like how it was made or who made it, right? Let's continue. So, I mean, I can sit here and say that is true, right? It wasn't just completely soulless project, but they also were not forthcoming with the fact that, they used AI in it.
As
and that's
for an
part of the
official
problem.
statement from Hada Studio, we
Which
have
we will
already
look up.
reached out and are currently waiting for a response. This may take some time,
Which is
as
true.
it is currently Golden Week in China, which includes several non-working holidays. Regarding the sponsorship situation and the denial of AI use, it's important to clarify that each department operates independently. This falls under the marketing department's responsibility in terms of communication with influencers, and the situation was not handled with complete transparency.
I can understand that they're talking about the different departments' responsibility, and I get that, right? I totally understand, but at the same time, like, this is your game as a whole, right? And whether it's one department failing or another one, at the end of the day, the buck has to stop somewhere, right, guys? And in this case, yeah, it goes up to the top, right? Because yes, marketing failed, but also it does reflect poorly on the game as a whole.
We are currently awaiting an official statement from the staff regarding the controversy that has emerged. The situation is delicate. While the issue originated in Asia and was actually received fairly positively there, it has now escalated to the point where forums in China and Japan are discussing the controversy being stirred up by the West over what many consider to be a minor issue. Many influencers are protesting and have stopped creating content, which worries players who are genuinely enjoying the game, as they fear this situation could negatively affect its future.
So I find it very interesting that they're saying, well, you know, China and Japan are okay with it, but the West is upset about it, right? Like, yes, I understand that there's cultural differences in different areas of the world receive Gen AI differently, but at the end of the day, looking at this, right, this is a problem with a certain subset of people, right? It's almost like arguing, well, the pro-Gen AI people are okay with that. Well, yeah, of course, like, there's always going to be different subsections of people that enjoy it or don't enjoy it or this and that, right? It just feels like a minor, deflection. I think that's the right word. So the thing is, at the end of the day, right, we got to come back to the fact that they said it was not 100% AI, right? But it is. So it's more about trust within the community, right? It's a trust that if you say this is going to be a thing, well, we're giving you our money and we're trusting that's going to be it. So in the latest dev interview, they finally addressed the AI misinformation spreading on the internet about NTE. Yang Li said, our assets and character portraits will never use AI. They'll only use AI to test atmospheric renderings, and everything later will be created by the developers. So many projects are not promoting AIGC.
It's so dumb.
What is the attitude of Xeon towards AI in terms of technology and art? What do you mean, what's my problem? What? Oh my god, it's a Gura dance party! Yo, let's fucking go! Gura dance party time! Wait a second, we gotta stop. Gura dance party time, hold on. I don't know where my model is. Okay, that's okay. This is the best one. Yes. Oh, sorry, Saba. Yeah, how can I possibly confuse this? I love that one so much. Wait, and since I have a wait, what are we? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, our bottom line is very clear, and our core assets and character portraits will never touch AI. Second game players buy emotional value, and everybody is very disgusted with spending money to buy industrial assembly line products. We mainly use AI to run some atmosphere renderings to see if there's a feeling we want as preliminary work for finding references and a lot of trial and error. So I feel like, I'll be real, chat, I don't feel like this really answers everything, right? I don't really feel like this. Yeah, okay, well, you say that you'll never use it for these particular things, but what about all the other stuff? Yeah, what about the other stuff? Like, I don't know, it feels like they only address part of the problem and not everything. So we're still at a point here where we're kind of, I don't know, we're putting our hands up in the air and scratching our head, right? So now how does this relate to VTubers? Well, chat, a lot of this controversy is actually coming now because of what happened with Ironmouse. That is right, guys. Ironmouse actually dropped her Neverness to Everness sponsorship after finding out the developers lied to her ad agency about not using generative AI in the game. So before we continue, chat, I want to ask you all, after I showed you all of these things, right? Do you think Neverness to Everness is using generative AI in their game? All you gotta do is type yes or no. Let me know how you feel about it. Well, who is being weird to you about your name? Yep. Why are you being mean to Aya, chat? I mean, looking at it, right? I mean, I guess there's a devil's advocate argument to see, well, it's to copy art style, right? But we do have a soft confirmation by the actual one of the VAs. And also we have, well, they said, well, we use AI as like a temporary like thing, right? So they kind of already admitted that they used AI, right? And they left it as a placeholder. Hypothetically, you left it in the game, right? So I'll make the same statement, and this is something that Papa Lara likes to say. You either use AI or you didn't. It's like being pregnant. You either did or you didn't. You either are pregnant or you're not pregnant. There's no fucking in between. And it's the same thing, right? Did you use AI, generative AI, or did you not? There's no in between. You either did or you didn't. You can't be like, oh, well, you only use it as a placeholder. Well, you used it or you didn't use it. Like, just be honest and transparent. So, exactly, there's no kind of pregnant. So, anyway, let's listen to Mousy and what happened with her, guys.
And they had told my people
It
that there's
literally
no
has scenes
AI
from
in it.
Weathering with You on a big TV in
So again, this is Mousy going on to see on record that they told her in her ad agency that they did not use
the
AI.
city with an AI filter over it. It's not even a whoops, we forgot to take out the temp assets. It's theft, and they keep lying. Feel sorry for anyone that was involved without knowing about
It's
this
so
or having
crazy.
already signed contracts without being able to back out.
Bro, I would have never known until I didn't know until I saw that thing on Twitter after the stream. I guess like since I did it, I got pushed. Like a lot of stuff got pushed to me, and then people also added me with stuff. So I saw it and I'm like,
And it's a fair reaction, right? One thing to use it, hey, what's up, Sal, how are you? It's one thing to use it, it's another to mislead about it. Plus, now they're saying they will replace the pieces they had, would they have not called out? Exactly. Again, it's you either use it or you didn't. If you use it as placeholders, okay, right? But at least to say, hey, we used AI to get some ideas, some placeholders, this and that. Ultimately, it was replaced or we accidentally left it. Like, just be upfront about it.
what the fuck, bro? And they told my sponsor people. They told my sponsor people, they said no. They said we do not have AI in anything. There's no AI anywhere. And it's just like, why are you fucking lying, bro? Like,
and this is part of the biggest problem, chap. They straight up lied to Mousy. They lied to her ad agency and said, no, we don't have AI at all. Well, you lied, right? You straight up lied. You've already admitted to using AI, for certain, like, stuff right here, right? We mainly use AI to run some atmosphere renderings to see if it's a feeling we want. Well, you already admitted to use AI, right? But on top of that, looking at the prior stuff as well, you can pretty much look at that and be like, yeah, that's generative AI. Yeah, I'm sure somebody out there is going to be like, well, no, it might not be. It might not be generative AI. And yes, you have an argument, but I would also like to point out that if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Like, let's be real. I know you might want to play devil's advocate, and it's always fine, but there's got to be a point also where you have to look at the mountain of things that are going on and be like, okay, yeah, that outweighs my other stuff, my other thoughts about it. So not only was Ironmouse the one to drop this, but Shy Lily actually dropped this as well. He discovered midstream that NTE was using generative AI, and it's the ended stream. So let's take a look.
Like, I'm a VTuber. I am very close with artists.
And the thing is, chat, I think a lot of people forget this. Without artists, VTubers do not exist. We need artists to function, to literally come alive, guys. So being disrespectful to artists is wild. And that really is harmful, especially to our community. Really, or their sphere, whatever you want to call it. Really enjoyed the game, ET, but dropped it because of the handling of it. Sure. And again, you can love the game, but hate how they handle this or hate how it was brought about. Both can exist.
Very close. If you're upset that I am against something, or rather that I want to end my stream, I want to look into if this game has AI or not before sitting here promoting this game, if you want to stop supporting me because of that, then that's just how it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's sad, but that's your opinion. If a difference in opinion is gonna make you go... Like, if my hostility towards potential Gen AI is creating hostility and friction with you in terms of supporting me, and that's just how it is. I don't know what to tell you.
Literally couldn't have said it better myself. I feel the exact same way, right? You guys know I don't support Gen AI, and if you do, well, that sucks. And like I said, I'll side-eye you, but you can do you, right? I can't stop you. All I can do is tell you why it's bad, why I think it's bad, and if we agree to disagree, well, that's it, right? I feel people are overreacting about it. What do you mean by that? I mean, they kind of lied to people, so that is problematic, especially for a game developer or company, right? Why do you need to lie about it? Like, just don't lie about it, you know?
I'm not
It's
gonna,
that simple.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I'm a
People
VTuber.
forget that there's a difference
an
between
artist.
NPC AI and AI image generation. This shouldn't even be a debate, Shine.
Yeah, I think also people don't understand like what part of AI is the problem here. Like, yeah, you said just now, I have no problem with NPC generated AI dialogue and whatnot, whatever. You know, if it makes a good story, I don't fucking know. I think the problem people don't realize is, imagine you work on something, you create a thing.
Exactly. When it comes to generative AI and the arts and things like that, that's where it's not okay in my book. And yes, there are AI things that are good. We've talked about this very deeply. AI is a great tool that can benefit people and humanity as a whole. That's awesome, but why are we using it to take away from the beauty of creativity, right?
Hard work and effort.
Yeah, like
And
alien
then
isolation.
Someone comes along and they grab thousands of whatever people make, so they can sell that stuff for profit without your permission at all whatsoever. I don't know. I think that's pretty. Maybe I have a different view, but I don't see how that's okay.
I think it's a fair or moral argument as well, Sully. So, like, if there's nothing wrong with it, why not just disclose it? At least in your eyes, right? Like, I know, you know, in different parts of the world, there's a little bit more openness to that kind of stuff. I think it's a fair argument, right? If there's nothing wrong with it, why not disclose it? I agree, and I believe in transparency. And there are people that are going to support Gen AI, and there's going to be people that don't, right? So I feel like if you're okay with that and your studio uses it or whatever, yeah, you might as well just be transparent, because if you're not, and then you get found out like this, now you just look really bad, and you lied to people, right? You misrepresented things. On top of that, look at this chat. Like, people like Fruit just did a cover of Play On, which is the launch theme for NTE, right? We have people like Fruit, Bao, Amelie, Lumi from FaZe that have gone on to do covers or official work with them, and they were now they're associated with that forever, right? Under a false pretense that, hey, you wrote this song and you did this stuff and you did this music, but now it's for a generative AI driven game that, you know, they might not have liked in the first place, right? But they've already created this content, and that, yeah, Cinder did one as well. They may not be okay with that, right? So it's just doing things under a false pretense and lying to people. That's such a big problem, right? Let's go take a look at some more reactions and talk about it here for a moment. Of course, Mixie says, why do people not understand the difference between being honest about using Gen AI for assets versus lying about not using any Gen AI whatsoever is a very valid thing to be disappointed about. Thank you for saying that. Exactly. Like, if you're using it as a placeholder and some assets and you're kind of, you know, figuring things out, I'm not going to be happy about it, but you know what? Okay, whatever, right? But you're straight up just like, oh yeah, no, we didn't use any, but wait, now you did? Like, just straight up tell us, you know, like, not lying about it. That's the problem here. You're not ever establishing any trust, right? We want to support games that not only are good, but we also want to support things that we feel good about. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to support something that I can be like, you know what? I like this, and I also like the people behind it. And sometimes people make decisions in a free market based off that. They may not buy it just because it's good. They might want to support what's behind it as well. All of those things are valid, right? It's just, again, why lie about it? Also, Squeaky, the magical girl VTuber, has a little bit to share, so let's listen to them chat what they had to say.
People coming out of the woodwork to defend NTE's Gen AI usage, and most being VTubers, says quite a lot about the so-called community. Some of y'all acting like this is a little indie studio when they dumped thousands into promo. Money that could have gone to getting actual artists.
That was my main argument I said earlier.
Wowie.
Like,
the fact it was
all
used
these
at all
people
is
that
bad
did the
enough,
covers and
but
music,
to have lied about it in
they coulda
order
gave
to
that to
rope big
actual
creators
artists.
into promoting it says all I need to know about the company. Apparently this isn't the first time they have been caught using it.
I'm not sure about this. I have to kind of dive into that off stream, but I will say definitely, chat, that that was a big concern for me because they had Cinder and Bao and all these other people do covers, official work, etc. Right, where that money could have been spent on, actual artists to create the game for what it was, right? Or even like all this promotional stuff, right? Like, why not give that to artists instead?
If they hold fan art contests and such, what's to say they won't feed all that art into AI? Is that really a risk people want to take? What we say was what they thought they could get away with. We should be asking what else had Gen AI involvement and disavow it. But some VTubers out there like sucking the AI titty and not think with their head dents.
That's a crazy line right there. That's wild. What's up, Anna Banana and Alex? Thank you for following. That's a crazy fucking statement. Of course, kind of talking about this, we do have some people on the other side of the coin. Banana Juju goes on to say, they can't just enjoy a game. These anti-AI tards are probably using Chat GPT to write how much they despise the usage of AI. Like, I'm gonna be real. Here's the thing. You can enjoy the game, right? You can absolutely enjoy a game. You can also not enjoy how it was made or what's involved in it, right? That's okay. That's entirely okay for both to exist. It doesn't have to be exclusively one or the other, right? Yeah, it can literally be nuanced and simultaneous. So I'm not surprised by this take, just because Banana Juju uses a lot of Gen AI anyway, which of course, in my opinion is, I don't support that, right? Chibi also says, NT drama discussion. Let's say they use AI that doesn't take away the thousands of hours and enjoyment people have had with the game in the last week. The entire narrative that the game is bad now because AI usage was discovered feels like virtue signaling. I'm gonna be honest, I don't ever seen the narrative that the game is bad because he used AI. I think just the narrative is they misrepresented and lied to us about their usage of AI, so people don't want to support it anymore. You know what I mean? Are we supposed to pretend like we never liked the game or the quality of it was bad the entire time? I don't think so. No. Maybe hate towards anything AI is indirectly causing people that once hated AI to become pro-AI. This entire conversation just feels like a nothing burger of internet brownie points to say, yeah, I hate AI too. See, like, I disagree with this because I don't think this is the entire narrative, right? I think the narrative is, hey, you lied to us and you didn't tell us what's going on. So, yeah, we don't want to support that, right? Are we supposed to not pretend we didn't like the game or the quality of it was bad? No, I don't think it's the case, right? I think it's just looking at what went on that we didn't know. You can, you can like the game and then learn, oh, wow, this was made in a bad way, right? Like, let's say that a really cool game comes out, like, I don't fucking know. Let's say that Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, right, guys? And it's, like, an amazing game. And then, like, it pops off and everybody's loving it. And then a month later, you find out that, one of the studio execs was, I don't know, like, treating people horribly, right? Something, like, really deplorable, like, something just, really, really horrible, right? Like, making people work insane hours, I don't know, right? That kind of stuff changes your perspective, right? It changes your perspective on the game and things like that. So it's okay to have a perspective and enjoy something, right? And then learn new information and go, oh, well, I don't like that part of that, right? You can still appreciate something for what it is, but also not like something for what took part to make it what it is, right? And that's the case with this game, right? You can like the game and be like, oh my god, the quality of it's great. I love the game and I felt like it was great, but if you don't support Gen AI and you're never told that, and then now you learn that, that might change your perspective. And I feel like that's a lot of people. They're like, this was misrepresented to me, and now I feel a lot of distrust because this studio was not honest to me, but also to add to that, I don't support XYZ. And in this case, it's Gen AI. Our creators use AI for their character voices, and while I'm not super keen on that, they're at least upfront about it. I still love the game and appreciate it being transparent. If they were to say none was used and it came out, they're relying, it'd be an entirely different narrative. Exactly, Scribe. Exactly. Perfect example. Perfect example. Thing is, this shouldn't even be discussion. I mean, I agree. Gen AI to me is just, that's it, bro. Like, we should not we should not be supporting that, right? And I know some people do. I know some people use it, etc. I disagree heavily with you. And that's how I feel about this. But ultimately, chat, how do you feel about NTE? Do you feel like that they lied to you? Do you feel like you'll support the game? What's your thoughts, chat? Let me know why I stretch really quick, because I need to stretch. I was gonna play it, I'm not going to at all. Right, and I feel like it's gonna happen now. On Nova with a lot of people. I wanna give you like food for thought, chat. I wanna give you food for thought. So, because we have Mousy right here, right? So, how many people watch Mousy every single stream, right? Thousands of people. How many people watch Chai Lily? Thousands of people, right? So, just throw me a number out there, chat, really quickly. How many people do you think Ironmouse and Shy Lily influence every day across all of their websites, right? Social media, all that kind of stuff, right? How many people do you think they influence? Tens of thousands, right? Hundreds of thousands of people, right? Yeah, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands at least, right? I would say let's just say 100,000, right? Looking up social media, the people that actually pay attention. Let's say in one day between both of them, 100,000 people are influenced, right? So by them, right? In some kind of way, they see their posts or whatever. Maybe that's a stretch, but we'll say 100,000. Now, chat, I want you to imagine out of those 100,000 people that strongly support Lily and Ironmouse, you learned that a game lied to your Oshi about their use of Gen AI. It's not just distrust with the creators, it's distrust with their audience now as well. And that's the problem. You not only made a problem with the talents, right? But you also just made a problem with all of their audiences as well. Because you lied. You lied to them, and therefore you lied to the audiences as well. And that's the biggest problem here. Because that right there is so widespread. That reaches very, very far. And that's just only counting Lily and Mousy, right? Let's say there's other creators that dropped it, right? Maybe like a smaller creator had a sponsorship and they dropped it, or, you know, all of these people talking about it as well. So many people are influenced, and now they know that this game is misrepresented and what they're about. Yeah, dude. That's it. I mean, literally the only argument I see here is, well, what's wrong with Gen AI? That's the only argument I see here. And that's just, unfortunately, it's a totally separate argument to be made, right? But yeah, it seems like this is really going to hurt things. So I do want to see the response. I'll certainly be looking for that, chat. I really feel like, again, anything to respond is not going to look good. Looking at all of these instances of stuff, you know, it's not good. It looks like Gen AI. I can say with 99.9% certainty that's Gen AI, right, chat? Yeah, it can either be helpful or break things. Sure. Absolutely. Air and water pollution, water, electricity costs increasing, loss of jobs. Exactly. There's a million reasons to argue against it, right, Noctis? And I'm not gonna get into that because, trust me, I've argued all this before on stream, but I do think that for every person that supports Gen AI, I think there's a lot more people that don't. And I think that companies need to realize they need to be transparent. And that's the biggest gripe right here. Be transparent. Tell us what's going on. Don't lie to us. That's fucked up. Yeah, if you're going to lie to us, we're not going to support you, you know? It's one thing to say, you know, I use AI and, you know, people want to continue to support the game or whatever. Well, you know, generative AI, I mean, that's your prerogative, right? I disagree, but that's your prerogative. But for you to hide it and then come out about it, yeah, totally different. They're putting profits over people, exactly. Like, just don't lie. It's that easy. It's literally that easy. Don't make stuff without you using artists and actual coders. Yep. And it also sucks too because, like, you know, I made this argument earlier, but like, for instance, like Bao, Amelie, Fruit, the people that have made these songs for them, you know, now it sucks because they may have never agreed to work with them had they known what was going on, right? And that's the problem. It kind of reminds me of the whole argument that we had with Tykuno, right? Everybody's like, oh, well, they still interacted with him. And it's like, well, they might have not interacted with him had they known the truth, right? And he never shared that truth. So kind of a similar thing there. I think companies engaging in deceptive practice would be something everybody would be against, right? Like, but I think people realize that they lied. I think that's part of the thing here. I think people are like, oh, well, it happened like overseas, so the Gen AI said it's okay. Well, I don't think that people realize that they were deceptive, right? I think that this blew up, but I don't think this has blown up enough yet. VTubers need to add a clause to their contracts and let them pull out if Gen AI is involved. Some might. Yeah, some might, Dan. That might be a thing. Could be. Yeah, just, again, all that money they spent on buying to Ironmouse about this and all this money that they spent on, ads and all that, why didn't they just pay actual artists to make a game that, was clean of this stuff? Yeah, you're right. They don't care, and that's it. But again, people will lie about the involvement. Of course, it's always going to happen, right? And I think that, well, it's really sad. I think that Gen AI is here to stay, chat. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think that ultimately it will always be something that will permeate into society eventually. But I'm going to push back for as long as I possibly can against it because I don't believe in it. And, if I have to swing going down, well, so be it. I'll fight it as long as I can and speak for what I believe in. But I think ultimately it's a losing battle, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to, speak out. It's here to stay, but always be cringe. Exactly. Yo, what's up? How's it going? That's good to see you. Hope you're having a good one. I see all of your guides, like, all the time. Like, I'm like, hell yeah. Thank you for your guide the other day with the source thing. That was super cool. I love that. I don't know if you know anything about me. I used to do VTuber guides when I first started, like old school. I'm talking like 2021, because nobody was really doing that back in the day. So it's nice to see people, continue to do that. There's a lot of knowledge out there that people don't know about. So thank you for being part of that and sharing that around and, helping other people out, whether they're new or old. I mean, I love learning about new things. So when there's new plugins and like that, I'm like, yes, let's fucking go. Yeah, bubble can't burst soon enough. Yeah, it sucks. It's cringe, but I will say about all this, I do want to give, the OG blonde model, exactly, yeah. I do want to give Mousy a lot of credit here. I always respect her, but I respect her even more for taking a stand. Same with Lily here. That was good to see. That was awesome to see. So, ultimately, chat, that's the situation. I will follow up with you guys on Sunday about what's going on with all this, but like I said, guys, it's not a good look for NTE right now. Technology will always be there, however, its relevancy will die out. That's what I think too. That's what I think too. There it is, chat. Like what happened with crypto. Wait, did crypto's relevancy die out? I thought it was like still a thing. Like, I don't know anything about crypto, so I know crypto the super dog. That's kind of it. That's only crypto I know. Or Dogecoin. But yeah, I don't keep up with that kind of stuff, guys. So that's all you, not me. Crypto. Oh my god. I'm stupid, man. I'm so stupid. I think Bitcoin is dumb. Bro, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Like, I have like, I'm doing better like financing things, like, taking care of my own stuff. But at the end of the day, like, I just don't know about any of that stuff and pay attention to it, I still think so. It's out of the mainstream for the most part, I think. I feel like, no, that was with stocks with GameStop during COVID, so that one's kind of different, it's not worth it 99% of the time. Yeah, it's just like 1% of somebody, like, made money off of it, so they're like, oh my god, now I have to try to get into this. It's like, I'm gonna get a big W out of it. And that's not always the case, so crazy. All right, my loves. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm sorry it's a shorter news stream. Just not a whole lot to talk about, to be honest, but definitely a big conversation around NTE today. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Appreciate all of you in our conversations. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you all tomorrow. We're going to be streaming early with Makari for Death Battle Reacts, okay? So I'm super pumped. It's going to be fucking awesome. We're going to react to some new ones. We're going to be talking about some controversial ones. I think we're going to be talking about Dio versus Alucard. So if you're a big Death Battle person, a lot of you are here. You come and watch my reacts to that. Specifically, tomorrow is literally the day for you guys. So I'll see you then. We're going to go see the lovely Teru. Give her lots of love. And I'll see you all tomorrow, okay, guys? Oh, and tonight for Community Night, we're going to be playing Super Smash Bros. Since it's been a while, okay? Have fun with Teru, okay? Bye, everybody. Thanks for popping by. See you later. Bye, YouTube. Have a good rest of your day, kitties. Bye, Twitter. Bye, Twitch. Are you still here?